TSMViss.
Fantastic steal by the powerhouses.
Are you dead ass?
Great,
Are you?
That's great.
Oh my god! No way!
There's no other way to get across to him.
The res was right next to you. Oh my god!
It was not. He was across.
It was. The res was right next to the cash out.
Oh man.
Oh shit! No way! I'm sorry, I just broke everyone's ears. Ah, fuck! Leave me alone! To the limits. He must attempt one more trick. Marius, I'm gonna need a pickup. He goes for it! Launches himself through the air, torches the maneuver, dismounts the bike! Survives!
Yeah, I do know how much.
Yeah. Oh, shit! What the fuck? He's right at the door, man! I just shot another one out of the chopper, bro! Yes! Whoa! You gotta be kidding me! Fucking going in and on him. Sup, bro? Give me a hug.
He throws a body kick. Uh-oh. Oh, body. Oh, big knee.
Oh, he let him a big right. He stole him. He stole him. He stole him.
That left hand. Is he shot? Is he knocked him out against the fence?
That's it.
Oh, shit. Let's go, dude. Get dunked.
You won't know something, Kevin. You won't do it. You won't do it, brother.
Get out of my face.
God, he did it, dude. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How we doing, baby? You're gonna have to tell me, Chad. You're gonna have to tell me how the mic volume is right here, man. Yo, what's up? Make it nice, yo, calm on. What's up, man? Cool Soldier, how we doing, baby? Sounding good? Sounding solid? Boy Soldier, what's up, bro? Little quiet compared to the intro music. Let me do a little booster. Little booster here. That should be better. Unless we get like really loud. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, guys, I'm ready. Be checking out some Halo today. We got a tournament going on right here in my hometown, Salt Lake. Here, I'll adjust. Hold up. We're gonna have to make a few adjustments. It's all happening on the fly, right? First time on this setup here. Yo, Sky Guy, what's up, man? Luck Box, what's up, baby? Sick. All right. Yo, Spoon, what's up, man? What up, Salty? Hold up. Hear this.
Absolute spot right now. Peeking.
Let's see.
Which side?
Too long. Get ball out of there.
Mic check. How's volumes now?
Absolute C-Series on me. Absolute C-Series.
Good volume levels compared to
Two guys here.
compared to the games.
On camo, guys. On camo. Double stack have shields.
No, the games are already underway. We're joining in right in the middle of this sucker. We got Optic playing. We got Quadrant playing.
Nice, Brad. Camo is burned.
Yeah, it's burned.
All right, just keep eyes on ball. Literally bait the fucking line for a second.
Yep.
Best of 5 Optics at 2 games. Quadrants at 1.
Yo, bottom mid. Fight kill.
Awesome, dude. Welcome back. What's up, JC? Salty Jeans. What's up, man? So,
Mid now off that.
for anyone that's wondering, you're tuning in like this. Where are you?
Two guys.
Dark, where you're at? We're at the arena right now. Okay, Chad. The arena's wide open. We're there,
Grapple Joey. He's gonna jump out.
and we're ready to rock. Hold up.
Ball guys. Ball's weak.
I'm freezing up there for a second.
Top A.
But yeah, we're literally live where these guys are playing right now.
Matt, let's go on grapple.
I think there's like 2 different stages here that they got going on. These guys are at the main stage.
Don't jump.
But they got 2 separate games going on. They like got an A stage, a B stage.
R1 shocking.
The setup is sick that they got going on here.
Yo, in gold still.
Yeah, trickle on in. What's up, Millie Nation? What's up, AJ 10? Salty Jeans. What's up, baby? What game mode is this? So since we're hopping around, is this TDM? It might be. Yeah.
You can play mid, Matt.
No. It's oddball, right? Yeah, they're playing oddball. Also, Stutter's here. My boy's here. Try to get him to join us on stream and do some commentary over what's going on. Stutter was, me and Stutter played tons of Halo back in the day.
As silly as it sounds.
What up, Perfectly? How we doing, man? Great Fox, what's up, bro?
Having established this slight lead in the game.
Yeah, you heard right at the beginning of the listen then, Lucid just saying bait this ball off of the spawn.
Yeah, come, trickle in, baby.
Continue on. Chick though with a little bit of a hold here.
Chat, you guys got any people that are into Halo? Come tune in, baby. Tune into the stream.
Looks like SOG sniffed him out. Oh, good help coming in from Formal though to keep APG alive. Most important player to keep alive on the map right now. With this camouflage, Quadrant go into very slender lead off the back of this hole, but they haven't dealt with APG. The ball
My
didn't
man
get
is
played.
killing it.
So much like
Where am I at? I'm at the event. It's happening in Salt Lake, dude.
Might allow them to push out an APG together, but look at APG just staying alive once again. That's what he does best.
I think this is probably the first like bigger esports event that's happened in Salt Lake.
By the way, Legend on the side of Quadrant is 30-19 in this game, leading the
So
lobby.
wanted to come out and be part of it.
It'll be Lucid who starts.
Salty, what's up, man? You've been playing Halo recently. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's got that. You know, we were walking around the arena, we were checking out everything they got here. They got tons of cool stuff. If anyone's out there, you happen to be from the Salt Lake City area, you could consider coming out. Maybe today or tomorrow. They've got, to get into the main area, you know, you had to have tickets to the event. But they have an area that's open to the public. They're playing all the games in here on a bunch of screens as well. They got cool setup, bunch of stuff for people to check out. And I think anybody can get into this portion.
Oh my goodness! Formal doing all sorts of geometry here, and I tell you what, he might have a little sneaky angle as well. Seeker will be dealt with. It's 2
JC,
in a row
exactly,
next to Formal.
sir.
Legend
Exactly,
has
man.
to win that one and does. Lucid last alive, but he has the ball in his hands.
Yo, Masta,
Once
what's
again,
up, man?
he puts
Yo,
Optic
Leo, what's up,
into
baby? How you doing?
slender,
Ricochet, what's up, man?
slender
Jason,
lead.
what's up?
The ball bottom of the batteries, of course, very intentionally to keep that ball played essentially. Camo up. What does Trippy do here on this camo play?
Chick gets 2. Trippy gets 1. And now he's down to no shield. It's a
pretty close match back and forth at this point. So anyone that doesn't know what's going on, they're playing oddball. Their score is at the bottom, so the main objective of this game mode is to hold the ball as long as possible. The longer you hold the ball, the more points you get. And I think they're actually running out of time right here. And Quadrant took it with literally 1 point more. That's crazy. That was like so close. So now it's a 2-2, and it's a best of 5. Oh, man, no, it's just rounds. Okay, so I see what's going on here. So Quadrant just won one of these rounds. and Optics won one of these rounds. So whoever wins this round of oddball is going to take the game. So if Quadrant takes it, they go to a game 5. If Optic wins this, it's going to be over. They've won 3 or 5.
Takes it, they will close out the series 3-1.
Look at this flank coming in from Trippy here. Seeker does manage to take him down, but he's done so much damage that Quadrant are kind of trapped here in a horrible position. Form was in position on pipes as well to pick up the kill onto Chick. That's going to be shock rifle. And
what's up, Salty? How we doing, bro?
From Optic, they should get ball time here.
Lucid scurries right away, very wisely, back into Whirlpool. He knew the prey.
Like he just grappled the ball to himself.
There, as the ball does come comfortably into the Whirlpool.
You played any Infinite? They have a grapple that pulls the ball.
Grapple's going to be really important in this game for getting the odd ball back. We've seen how both teams are contesting, and every time they try and go for an odd ball, the spawner is immediately putting pressure on, making that transition from
calm. I'm gonna be playing against we're gonna do some like fun games, some 2v2s against some people here.
What difficult is dealing with Formal is in this kind of move.
I won't be able to stream those, but
it's unbelievable. He goes out of Mangler.
I think me and Uber Nick are gonna play against each other with him and one of his friends.
Even in observer mode, you can see how he was lining up the shot. He knew the exact time.
Wu-Tang, what's up, man? What's up, Al?
Somehow stays alive while challenging pipes and batteries as well. This is where Formal is most comfortable. Yet again, it is Optic Gaming up 25-0 off the open.
Now I wanted to come and check out the event, and then they're like, "Hey, you know, co-stream some of the games while you're here." So we're gonna watch a few of the games together.
Gaming, but Quadrant have picked up a couple of kills to force an opening. Now, where's that oddball gonna go?
Am I streaming from this event? They had setups for it.
The oddball is picked up. The stick comes in, but SLG does get that kill. Optic Gaming will be 2 dead. Quadrant will be as well, but they have the ball in the hands of Legend.
Here comes a push here. Formal needs to get over to the ball without.
Yeah, Seer, what's up, man? Yeah, you know it, bro. You know it, bro.
He does.
Gonna do exactly that, and he gets the kill as well. Ball reset on the map. And Optic Gaming keep that little cushion here. 25 points to 11 the score. 2 dead on either
Game
side.
feed gets a little choppy here and there, Chad. That's probably what you guys are seeing.
Flying for the melee. Eventually, he gets taken down.
Overall, it's pretty good, but some about it.
Same start as our previous
Getting a little choppy here and there.
Optic Gaming with a 20-point lead. It gets cut.
Optic, yeah. So it's Optic and Quadrant.
Minutes left on the clock. Everything to play for.
Anyone out there super diehard follow the Halo scene when it comes to esports?
Pretty sneaky corner. Managed to get a couple of kills. He just opened up the long haul rotate.
I think that my understanding, like 3 of the teams are like really like good and like out in front of a lot of the other teams when it comes to the skill gap in this game.
It's 40 points to 11.
Apparently Phase 1, Space Station, and then one other. It might be Optic for theory.
Every time they do have a small hold, it's just
Talking
extending
about.
that lead second by second.
Yeah, this is based off. This is Halo Infinite. Yeah.
From Trippy. I was wondering if that was going to cost him a bit. They played the ball very early. Good shots here coming in.
Damn, dude. Not only did he get that trade out, but he got some of the damage in. So it looks like Optics quite a ways ahead right now when it comes to the points on this. We got 40-22.
Should be able to keep Optic off of this ball for a few seconds and also influence where those spawns are going to come in for Quadrant.
Which was more than even what the previous round went to.
With that kill, makes decisions a little bit more difficult now for Chick, who can't quite connect with those headshots.
Formal also just scoops this ball. He just brings it all the way back without challenge. He brings it all the way to C. It's a great little
big chuckles, yeah.
On the route.
And again, this is 10 seconds, right? This little 5 seconds, 6 seconds is adding up here for Optic. 49-22 now. And Chick is going to be challenged once more. SLG gets one, no play ball quite yet. And it looks like Quadrant want to keep this one on the map. If Trippy can be taken down, then they will keep it on the map. 3 dead for Optic. Chick!
Oh, damn, there you go.
For him, and that is a hold now for Quadrant.
Hey, they could bring it back here, man.
As you said, just piecemeal time on the board for Optic Gaming. In the end,
they can bring it back here.
It finally cost them 3-man push to tower.
3-man push for tower. Legend's got the camo though, but he's gonna get spotted out.
I wonder if there might be a little something running in the back of my that after this.
The score is still.
That might be what's causing it.
They pick up 2. Chick is gonna be forced to
creepy.
And Legend decides to fight.
Definitely met a lot of people. I've met a lot of people from Space Station Gaming. They're actually the ones that are helping put in this event here in Salt Lake.
My God, what a series between these two.
Am I gonna be? Oh, for sure, bro. I'm gonna hop into Halo. I'm gonna crush it.
Tie game at 50.
Me and my friend Stutter here. We're just gonna hop up on the stage. We're gonna go head-to-head against them.
2 minutes 13 left on the game clock.
Dude, they came back.
No
Oh my God. Can they hold it? See, I mean, they got 2 more minutes.
Now fight control is in the hands of Optic Gaming.
This has gotten nervy. You could just feel it on the map. You could see it in
grapple it.
every player's
Everybody, they just all grapple the ball.
Maximum beautifully done here as that ball is escorted back, but here comes the pressure.
And here comes the lead change once more. 55, make it 56. Optic into a lead once more.
Back and forth. This is gonna be close. We went off
Playboy comes in once more.
the
APG
ledge.
get a trade. As Legend is trying to sniff out Trippy, but he's not going to find him. He gets a beat down, but not enough to get that kill. Ball picked up by.
This is what you're saying? You're saying you guys were saying Trippy's really good, or Lucid?
Now Optic can get the kills, and Chick is last alive, and Optic have now
Lucid with 34 kills in the game.
What a play from Trippy. The early play
Look at this.
allows him to get
Legend
the
on the other team with
Legend
40
and back
40 of their
right, so
kills.
it's absolutely pivotal now as they lead 73 to 57.
This could be it. If Quadrant cannot break
Quadrant was
right
doing
now,
really well with
Optic
it, but
win this series.
looks like Optic's just stacking up points. About to get the dub here.
Seeker trying to make the play. Seeker gets 2. Seeker gets a double.
What's up, fool?
Lose 3. Just when the Optic fans started to pick up the volume in here,
Let's see.
Quadrant are back once more.
Quadrant gets it back.
SLG, excuse me, SLG's going to bring this ball back right away.
I'd like to see it go to the game 5 here. I'd like to
20
see it.
points separating them here. The next kill's well decided.
Seeker's got a shot. He needs to do something special. He finds one.
But Tool, what's up, man?
There's another one as well, but Formal has the
Isn't the
camo.
caster-
He's last alive.
This sounds like one of the casters that used to cast PUBG.
It's closing in once again. Formal cannot make a play yet until the rest of Optic are on the map.
What's the Optic play call? They need the first damage here. They need the first kill.
Well, Quadrant a little bit trapped here. APG's going to get one. They're trapped. And now the play's going to come in. Formal breaks. APG gets 2. Formal plays it perfect.
Oh my God.
Formal might have just won the series.
Oh, this is your
for
boy
Optic.
right here. Formal? Yeah.
He's done it. It's a beautiful play call from Optic Gaming. They will close it out here.
Wow.
97
Just like
arrives
that.
in. 2 more
Boom, there it
points,
is.
and Optic will get
They win
their
it.
revenge.
Hey, he used to play COD. I remember seeing him.
Quadrant down to the elimination bracket. But what a series it was once again between these
100% that guy did PUBG. Yeah, I remember this guy. I can't remember his name.
Kidding me with the patience there from Formula's last alive. Had no positioning. Waits for his teammates to spawn. And it is a SWAT team breach and clear from Optic Gaming to take
What's up, Lone Star?
of the map.
You got a free buffet?
And the series. 3-1 decisive win in the end. But my God, was it a hell of a series. What an amazing match there between these two.
Incredible match. Overtime and Aquarius.
Yeah, I remember his voice from Trinity as well.
1 second, 2 seconds.
I've met him before. I can't remember. He man?
Even
Is that what it is? No.
though
Maybe.
we're on the point of view of Formal, who
On set?
of course played it perfectly with that camo.
I don't think it's on set, is it?
Getting that first pick
Is it?
again.
That's who it is?
The important kill in the entire scenario. If APG
Oh,
doesn't
shit.
get that opening kill, Formal does not
Crazy.
have the license to do what he
You're
did.
right, it is. It's the two guys that cast Apex then.
That's what you're hearing the crowd react to, but 210 to 190 is your total aggregate score across the two. I couldn't agree more. By the time Formal gets up to top
That's what it
class,
is.
there's 2 one-shots available for him. Unbelievable teamwork. APG leading the charge there, as you said.
So Quadrant down to the elimination bracket. Maybe. A little bit
Is
of
it-
reality
is it
check for them.
double elim then?
12K damage in that game. 12.5K, I'm selling him short.
I think it is double elim.
Which puts Optic into the next round of the
This is
elimination bracket. We were kind of joking about
Yeah.
how we need a break, and to be honest with you,
It is on set. You're right.
well need a break, and Blaze is going to give us that.
It's our bald
Down
brother.
the Beautiful main stage behind us. Joe.
All right, ball brother.
On set and
All right,
proud
hold
of
up.
a fantastic cast. Everybody give it up for Optic Gaming.
I am
as
going
they come out on
see
top
if there's something
for a
running in the
banger
background here. I
of
think
a
that might be
series.
causing part of our
And Trip, I just got to ask you this one
lag
first,
that's
because
popping up every once
us
in a
as
while.
Halo fans and all the fans around the world, whenever we see the stage lit up green, we know we're going to get a great series between you and Quadrant. As players, how does it feel for you to go up against these guys, knowing it's going to always be a close series?
I mean, history speaks for itself. It's always a great series versus them. They're a great team, and it couldn't have been a better round one for us, to be honest. So it was great.
Yeah, and it was solid. I think it was a great round one for the crowd and
there
all
we
the
go.
fans out there as well. Because we're
There we go.
blessed with an awesome show. Now, you know, as you guys come in here to bracket play, how has the mindset shifted from yesterday versus today for you and the squad?
Honestly, yesterday we went back, we talked about it.
Lone Star, what's up, man? Oh yeah, they got a cool setup going on right now.
We lost that hill, so
Cool
I
setup.
wasn't really upset about it. We weren't upset about it at all.
Could you win money today?
A couple of Slayers, and we would have been fine. And that's what we did.
It made you play some bets on the teams,
There
maybe.
we go, and it definitely looked good up there too as well, okay? And so, you know, I feel like for the rest of the series...
Is he playing Halo? I'm casting it.
cut in the
All right, we're
distance,
casting
break
Halo.
that down. but I know the fans out there at home in the chat are screaming green wall right now. What do you want to tell them and all the fans right here in the crowd in Salt Lake City as they showed up?
This guy as well. He was at the last Apex event that we all watched together.
You guys, 100%. All the cheering helps. We love you guys. Seriously, thank you. Thank you.
All right, you heard it from me and Trip on the stage. Lot, take us away.
Thank you so much, Blaze, and GG's to Optic Gaming. I feel like
That's Gasket.
mental hump for them to get over.
Yeah, it's
That
onset
was
Gasket.
something that really needed for their confidence, I think, not just
Sick.
for this event, but honestly for the rest of the season. It has been such a rivalry, and you know, I think in terms of the stats, Quadrant has often had that one over them, and I think to do it in a 3-1 fashion, not letting it get to that classic game 5 as we've seen, you know, previously in other tournaments. I think that was huge for Optic Gaming. And
What's up, the day? How we doing, man?
Incredible plays. I really do think that we're starting to see the Optic of the World Championships, the Optic that we loved in terms of the team.
Big chuckles? You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we should mix some Halo into the equation on stream.
Because you're sitting on there. I'm sitting on the couch right here thinking, is this reverse sweep going to happen? Because after that game 3 clutch win on Aquarius.
Where am I set up right now?
Going to oddball. They
secret,
win
bro.
round 1 pretty comfortably, but round 2 obviously going in Quadrant's favor. All of a sudden a nail by
What up, Rinslers? How we doing, man?
Potentially push this to just a game to 50 kills.
Taking, I'm using push to talk. Nah, dude. It's got a noise gate on it.
But they show some resiliency once again.
Yeah, Alred Bar showing up today. Let's go, bro.
When it matters most. That
Let's go.
play at the end by Formal was everything they needed, paired with APG's couple of kills to get the job done. And
Trying some we got some of these right here. Boom. Some overnight oats.
Coming across from both of the teams.
Pretty sick. They're here at the event.
Were huge, and it's what kept that series close in pretty much every single map that we saw. What did you love about?
You just had a smoothie? What'd you have, man?
Although it wasn't what they wanted in terms of
Let's see
the
what we got.
results at the end of the series, there were some huge takeaways for Quadrant to take with them.
Watch some other Halo tourneys.
Quadrant never gave up. I mean, how many times?
Starter used to be big into Halo. We used to do like team doubles back in the day. It was that was as deep as I got into Halo. But
what if we had done that? Quadrant,
I mean, chat, all you guys know, we all grew up with Halo.
Made it bloody close.
This is like our football,
An
all of our
amazing
childhoods
series.
right here.
These two play all day long, time and time again. I want to see them on every single map and mode, because we look at that series layout, it could have been very different if we had seen a Strongholds, and I think Quadrant know that. Now they go into the elimination bracket. Maybe
Knocker, yeah, what's up, man?
Just like they
Yeah, we're gonna do a little stream here. We'll probably watch like maybe another like 2 full matches,
one of the worst back
and then we're gonna go check out the rest of the event.
green wall, but instead now
But they got
they can start to look at
big day going on today, and then the finals are tomorrow.
they now go to
And yeah,
with them.
could be sick. Like I said, if you're in the Salt Lake area, hey man, come out, come check the event out, man. Come check it out, baby.
For me,
You won't be able to get into like the main area that they're playing, but they got a second spot set up that's open to the public at the Gateway Center.
The leg up, and a leg up is what you need against Quadrant. They are going to fight tooth and nail.
This is Doppelganger.
To make sure
Onset.
they get the job done. So the fact that he managed to have pretty.
I don't know. We might have him beat just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We had a little freeze up.
Absolutely everything at his whim. I mean,
Let me test something out.
the power weapons, the equipment.
Maybe if we
Big game Trip doing what he does best, right? Stepping up when they need a lifeline, right? Heat wave, overshield. We see him get sniped here, I think, right after this clip. And I mean, he's just getting kill after kill after kill. And when Trippy's popping off in these Slayers, that's when Optic's at their best. That's when they're the world champions that they are. When they went on that world championship run, when they went on their 3-peat, every time they went to a game 5, every time they had a big game 2.
Uh-oh.
Position's hands.
That might
This
work.
is something that is really difficult to do, to time well without getting killed.
Yeah, and a lot of responsibility as well. Once you have those power weapons, once you have those items, you've got to do a job with them. I mean, we've seen camos go amiss so many times.
Let's see.
Historically in Halo, where people won't necessarily get those kills.
See if this works.
He's always in the right
Tried something that might stop the lag.
What Quadrant struggled to deal with at times, because yeah, okay, Trippy's coming behind you, but if he's got a heat wave, there's not much you can do. You can get a couple of bullets into him, but you're not going to be able to take him down easily and comfortably. And he was just doing so much damage. A real threat to of this Quadrant roster.
Well, I think we should take a look at the bracket right now and see the
Wait, what the hell are you guys saying?
Because of course we do have matches happening on the side in our featured stations.
Here we go.
We do have semi-finals underway very shortly because our quarters are done.
All right, here's the bracket. So FaZe, I hear it's really solid. Oh, look at this Space Station and Optic.
Sentinels 3-1 native white. It was actually, you know, getting a little bit, you know.
So we got the semifinals coming up. So I'm gonna guess FaZe and Sentinels are playing next, and then they're gonna have Optic and Space Station play, and then it's gonna be the winner finals. And then the grand finals is tomorrow.
And start to take off there in that series. Quadrant obviously going down 3-1. Optic Gaming will.
No, do you know how many games the grand finals are?
Business as usual, 3-0 against G1.
The only good thing about this for Quadrant is now dropping into the elimination bracket on this side.
5?
If they make a run through, the likelihood is they would play a team like Sentinels to get into the kind of top 4, top 3 situation again. It means they would avoid the Space Station Optic drop down, which is what is very terrifying about that elimination bracket when we get there. But of course, a lot of Halo still to be played. Quadrant are going to have to get through the likes of Bittersweet, G1, Shopify Rebellion. I mean, that is a terrifying lower bracket as it stands.
Yeah,
Chaz? Well, I'm hearing some stuff that it might. Maybe they'll turn it around. Hearing that Halo's got some good people steering the boat for their next game.
So in their kind of favor, I think the consistency is key when it comes to elimination bracket run, right? Because if you mess up, that's it. You can't.
Lone Star?
Do
Yeah, too bad freaking Snipe isn't still playing, huh?
So really excited to see what
He
happens.
went back to Apex, but too bad he isn't still doing some Halo. We'd be able to catch Snipe here at the event.
So on the main stage, I was hoping it'd get a little bit closer, maybe a game 5, but I just like seeing it. It was seconds away from a game 5. Absolutely crazy stuff.
Okay, any of you guys had these?
Optic, they will proceed on in the winners bracket, but
You guys ever have these?
on the main stage, we have Complexity versus Native White. This is going to be a massive bloodbath. I think both of these
Literally,
teams
like,
are really well matched. So make sure
it's
you
an
stick
oats
around.
protein
We'll see
shake.
right after the break.
The HCS Space Station Global Invitational is
Yeah, Ninja. Yeah, Ninja did used to play Halo. A lot of the 14 pros used to start in Halo, you know?
Zowie.
Halo Slice you have?
And by Blue Beetle. Only in theaters on August 18th.
Got the entire crowd? I think that they, like, a lot of the crowd's showing up later. A lot of people are showing up later, and then they show up for the finals. Sounds like the entire area is going to be packed. This is like the first event they're doing here. So it's not at like a huge venue. But if it does really well, then it's very likely that they're going to do more in the future, and then they'll probably start like moving it towards like arenas and stuff.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering purpose and belonging well earned. Fighting
What's up, JC? Yeah, it's been sick.
for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis. Always faithful. Always Marine.
Chat, what was your first Halo game? Did you guys all start the OG Halo 1? I remember playing it at my cousin's house. He had Halo. I didn't even have an Xbox back then. I didn't actually get really into Halo until like Halo 3. But I'm sure a lot of you guys use Halo 1, Halo 2 lands, right?
We're taking fire! Where the hell is my squad? I can't believe I left summer camp for this!
What's going on?
Oh, my boots are so wet! Oh!
You ever got an Xbox? You just watch Halo? Halo CE on Xbox, original one. Reach. Reach. See, I stopped playing at Reach. You were like really into Reach, right?
Halo 4, but just a lot.
Wait, was it Reach or was it was ODST? Is that what it was?
Right.
Uh-huh.
ODST.
Yesterday you said you consider getting me a job.
Guard that with your life, but do not open it.
This ain't what you want. I think he likes me.
The universe has sent you a gift. That love you feel for your family makes you weak.
Graphics, yeah. We were like walking around here. They actually have like a little setup at a booth here where it's like some old school TV with the OG Xbox, right? They got like people playing on it. And it's really cool to see because it's like, it takes you back. Me and Stutter were here, we're like, no freaking way. Like, you know, brings everybody back. It's like, we used to play on this. We used to play on this type of setup. The split screen, old school box TV.
I would have never known it was bound.
Kind of nuts.
Known that he would be.
Kind of nuts. I think how much things have changed and evolved since then.
Always hearing about, whether it be in FFAs, whether it be up and coming player, he was always the name that was kind of discussed.
I think maybe one person had ever seen his face before he went to a LAN event.
He was so good at Halo that it really got people wondering who is bound.
I don't really know why he was staying so hidden.
To not have a Facebook, a Twitter.
He was just using like Spartans as his like profile pictures and stuff.
I just remember thinking like, when is it?
Let me try to do some quick. Hold up.
Bound.
I need to like boost the volume a little bit for myself.
Speculation and story.
Some random guy from Ohio with the craziest mechanics.
Bound, take 2, Mark.
Hello, Halo fans, and welcome back to Salt Lake City, Utah. We're at the Global Invitational hosted by Space Station Gaming.
Oh, wow.
And it is honestly buzzing in here right now. This room
figured it
was
out.
filled with cheers, screams, hype.
They got a crazy setup.
And honestly, I think it was hype for both sides of
Mic check. Okay, we're
going
good.
on our main stage, because both teams were performing out of their minds. But Optic Gaming, they got over that quadrant hump, that European rival. I think they've come to maybe love. I think they kind of like it now. I think getting now over it, getting the dub.
That's it. That's our bald brother right there, Chad. Both of them, I guess.
What everyone wanted to see, but exceptional stuff. We got Clutch, we got Onset on here. You casted that one, mate.
I did.
How the vocal cords?
I'm exhausted, honestly. There was a point in that game where Andy looked at me and he was like, because I was about to
You just showed the house with those box TVs? Wait, what?
But what
Still had them?
First series of the day. That's what we want to see, and I think for Optic fans, it's a really good kind of like indication that the ice is back a little bit in some of those games. Because there's a few moments against Quadrant in previous series where we saw them fall away a little bit in those end games, but the way they stayed in that oddball was just incredible. Amazing stuff from them.
Well, I mean, that Aquarius CTF makes you start to think, is this where Optic slip up again, right? We've seen this story before where they have a massive lead on Quadrant. I think we saw a 3-1 lead the time before on Aquarius CTF where all of a sudden Quadrant gets map control and you never know what's going to happen. The fact that Quadrant stayed in that Aquarius CTF to push it to a game 4 and then all of a sudden push it to a round 3 in the oddball, you start to think, oh, is this reverse sweep going to happen? But Optic finally get that monkey off their back, like we said, and with that.
Yeah, someone that asked about the crowd, I think that they're going to probably be here for the final, like the winners finals today, and then the grand finals are tomorrow. I think that's what a lot of people are planning on doing.
Now this is a concern for me, to say the least, and I think Optic were looking fantastic against Quadrant, especially with the result 3-1. Didn't go to the game 5. It looked good. It looked dominant at times from Optic in terms of the control and the.
I remember buying the exact TV. They used to use the MLG just to get used to it. Didn't you do that?
Storybooks.
Yeah, me and Stutter were into that MLG stuff back in the day. Stutter was into it even more than me. Played a bunch of Halo. He played a bunch of Call of Duty too, especially around, what was it? First Black Ops? Yeah, first Black. You guys won the MLG season or something. Yeah, game battle season.
To happen, and we'll find out who progresses through round 2. Onset, you know, you look at our teams here. Are you excited about the G1 Shopify match?
Onset does Apex casting as well. I don't know if the other guy has. So this is Onset that's talking right now. He's done Apex casting. I'm not sure about the other guy, but there's Gasket. Gasket's another caster. And he does casting as well. They usually work together. Onset and Gasket are usually the two that you'll see. So if you watch the recent Apex watch party with us or the Apex event, you would have seen Onset and Gasket
That's the best teams in the world playing at the best. It's going to be difficult.
casting as well.
Yeah, in my opinion, 4 best teams in the world still in the winner's
Nani's
bracket
moves?
with a lot to play for.
I know that when it came to like the esports for this Halo, like a lot of people were hyped for it. Like you guys can remember back, you know, about you know, Snipe. He was wanting to get back into it and started playing for a while before he came back to Apex.
Native White, and when you're looking at Native White, for me, this roster, it's been through the ringer. They really have been tested. You know, problems in terms of their squad. They've had all sorts of drama surrounding it. Had to play with their coach in Arlington. Again, you know, vibes are high though. The smiles are there coming into this tournament, and I think it's because they do have Bohm here, and he's now their solid fourth, and Bohm has proved themselves. And like we said yesterday, Clutch,
Man.
they went out and got this guy. They went out,
They had these boys jumping in ball pits, man. So like chat, anytime you see any footage like this, right? Any of like the B-roll type footage, you know, that they play in between games and stuff, like they usually all did that like the day before. Or like the day before they started playing, like they'll show up the day before and they'll go through and they'll film all these things for tournaments. So usually anything you see like that, like they get here on the spot, they go away and they do their interviews and all those sorts of things.
If he finds his rhythm, I think this team has a real shot at going on an elimination bracket run.
What's up, the day?
Pick up a Bohm as well. You know, it's not a pickup that's going to make headlines. It's not going to be like, wow, you know, they picked up X, Y, whoever it might be. But I think Bohm just adds an element of
It looks like they're warming up.
to a team who is built around kind of superstars who make flashy plays, right? He's going to be in good position a lot of the time. He's going to be doing consistent damage. He's not going to be afraid to do some of the dirty work for this team that maybe was missing before. So I think that even though it's not a flashy pickup, you would say
So I'm hearing FaZe has a really solid team.
allow the others to do what they do best, and sometimes they're the players who get overlooked because they have success.
Indeed, and on the other side of things, though, looking for success themselves, it is going to be Complexity. We saw Complexity yesterday. They looked pretty good at times. I think there was flashes of rage coming across their builds.
Look at my man, dude.
Starting to show
I think he's trying not to laugh, maybe. I don't know what's going on here, bro.
their limits against a team like Native White and teams that they're going to have to progress on if they do go through the elimination bracket.
Rising up out of the ball pit. Bro, what are they doing with this? Chat, does anyone know? Is there like some inside joke here or something?
Let's call it out as. Carmea was playing lights out yesterday. Gilkey, you know what he's going to bring you if you give him opportunities. If you play around Gilkey, get him set up into promising positions, Gilk's going to get the job done. Tusk, I am a strong believer in Tusk, but I'll call him out. King Nick, you got to play better today. It's a new day. Pool play's over. You're in elimination bracket, back against the wall. We have to see more from you. Statistically, damage-wise, everything across the board. Maybe just making your life a little bit tougher for the other team to take down in order for your teams to have a little bit more.
Chat, you guys have anybody you're rooting for in this?
I think if he plays
Any Halo fans out there? You rooting for somebody?
more than once. I honestly think this Complexity team is going to look a lot sharper, going to give Carmea and Gilkey a lot more opportunity, and with that, they themselves are a promising underdog in this.
We got the Nick merch set up right here.
I'm worried about a little bit with Complexity. It's got to be the Slayers, and I'll tell you why. You know, both teams actually in 2023 not starting with the best record in Slayers. However, with the turnaround for Native White, with Bone being picked up and feeling a little bit more refreshed, excuse me.
I think they all play controller. I think the whole entire scene. I don't think there's a single person that plays mouse and keyboard. I don't know if that's like a requirement, but I think even then, like controller is king in Halo. I'm pretty sure.
To the win here if Complexity aren't careful.
It's going back to the old
Nick Merckx, he's got that Nick Merckx forehead cam, bro.
when you're looking at Slayers. It's the first thing you look
Nah,
at.
TSM, I don't think TSM has ever been in Halo.
You just have to be very aware of where you're at in the game.
I don't think so.
You can't
I don't think they... I think they were never in... They used to have a CS team at one point. They were never in Halo. I think at one point they maybe thought about COD for a second or two, but I don't think they've even had a team COD or anything. Kodiak, what's up, baby? Good to see you.
Where's the saying? Like, we have to call it what it was.
Missed the early stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's make it a great day, Mr. Smith.
So today he's going to come in refreshed.
You guys got anything fun planned for today, chat?
That he can be the one to take over games.
If Snipe was on FaZe, maybe I'd root for him. Yeah. I mean, well, he still plays for FaZe, right? He plays for FaZe in Apex.
your best feel or you're not in the zone yourself, it's all about how can I get my teammate a leg up in this next situation. And if you're able to do that for players like Carme and Gilk, I promise you good things will happen.
Yeah, I've got to agree. And I think for me, when I'm looking at kind of X Factors, star players, I'm really looking forward to seeing Collect potentially back in his element. That guy is so good. And I think he needs that level of comfortability. And it hasn't been there, right?
Diaz versus Paul fight tonight.
Team and barcode issues.
We're going to be watching it.
The last time.
We're going to be watching it tonight.
To find comfort.
Yeah, I laugh, but I remember in Arlington, Collect kind of came up to me and she was like, here we go again. Like, you know what I mean?
Got that, and we got a UFC fight card going on tonight as well.
Because he's so used to it at this point, just like the difficulty and the struggle that he's had to find a roster that he can consistently play with. But this looks like it will be that roster, and I think it's just he's been shining every time we watch his POV, but I think it's time that
Out the grass and burned alive. Some ground bees, huh?
I want to see him let loose on the stage. I want to see the Collect that I think a lot of people were watching for the entirety of this season. So
JC, my man.
But actually, I was looking at you guys. You all had a bit of a hot take when it comes to Walshy. Walshy apparently can predict.
I watched Quarterback on Netflix yet?
Series to the
No, I haven't watched it.
And he'll predict every single
Who's the fall again?
Incorrectly.
Mariota,
Cannot yet.
Mahomes, Kirk Cousins.
He
You heard about it?
can't tell you what's going to happen. So
You watched it?
I want to see what his prediction is for this.
Is it good?
Potentially,
I
it'll
really
be
do
the
like
opposite
it.
of that. So Tony, Walshy, let me know what you think about this one.
Jake.
What's going on?
Top notch confidential right there, brother.
Bring this in, but I'm just getting random shots for no reason. Want a hot take that's not wrong? I'll go with the late great Norm Macdonald. Bound is not going to win.
Directed by Peyton Manning.
Years in a row. That's right.
You won me. You won me over right there.
Thank you for proving.
You won me over.
Thank you.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you so much, Lottie, and we are back. We know what the winner's semifinals is gonna look like, but now we're gonna take a little bit of a break and go to the elimination.
And Onset, our boy right here on the final game, baby.
It's winner takes all.
All right, so here we go. Look at this. We got best of 5, CTF on RGL, Live Fire Slayer. There's your TDM. We got Koth. Recharge. What is Koth? King of the Hill.
Record, but
King of the Hill. Oddball on streets, and then we got another Slayer to finish it off.
One of these teams is going to.
I'm gonna assume they always do the same exact game format like that in that order.
Towards top 8.
What's up, Jake? What up, Samantha?
Prediction, because that might just be wrong.
I gotta be real careful with my words now. I gotta know who's calling me out.
Peyton directed it. Yeah, if Peyton directed it. My favorite player of all time. I think I gotta probably check it out at some point here.
Game number 1 here again. This is your elimination bracket. Round number 1. One team is going home. One team.
All right, what do you think? Complexity, Native White. What do we think?
Where Native White have struggled 0-2 so far.
I'm gonna say Complexity wins it, even though I have no clue on either one of these. I got a gut feeling. I got a gut feeling it's gonna be Complexity.
Why don't we take a step back? Why don't you talk to me a little bit about our guys?
Yes, Optics in this. They just actually played JT. They just barely finished. We were watching the last portion of their game. Gotta tune in for the final round.
Well, one thing that was
So we saw Optic,
difficult part about
and then
2 long different lanes that you're kind of.
Optic's gonna be playing SSG, I think later today, and then you got FaZe and Sentinels gonna be playing, and then
There's an opportunity where you could say
this might be.
translocated on the other side, and then go back.
I think that was the winners bracket that we were seeing, so these guys must be like a losers bracket now, I think.
Do that in theory or exactly in practice, but that is one interesting thing that's going to happen with that new equipment. But taking a look at a couple of these players, I mean, we're just
Fungus?
Walshy's gonna get all
Well, I think a lot of people play it like online, mouse and keyboard, but I don't think any of the pros play mouse and keyboard now.
I mean, ultimately,
Starting here soon, the day, until they're getting underway.
King Nick, he's been a monster slayer for this roster and all his previous rosters, putting up so many bigger stat lines. So for him to kind of a little rougher of a day yesterday, it's kind of showing here on the stat screen, and then tapping buttons just falling short of that 1-0 KD.
Well, you know, I'm really
Fungus, yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah, it's when it comes to Halo, I'm pretty sure the roller is still king. They got that assist, you know. They got that assist going on.
They end up pointing back out
out and is able to play their life a little bit, and then ping pong right back and get behind enemy lines. So I think if King Nick and Tapping Buns are able to grab a hold of that QT, it can
Wait, is he King Nick with the Nick Mertz cam setup?
a little bit and really confuse the enemy. So I'm watching out for Tapping Buns and King Nick, not only for that
It
press,
is
not
King
only for
Nick.
that flanking, but hopefully
Right.
they get that QT.
Yeah, we will have to see how they decide to utilize it. Like I said, hypothetically, it could go from side to side.
It's like they're
plant that in the vent.
they're in the pregame lobbies looking like to me right there.
Flag. There's just so much ground that can be covered here, depending on how you want to use that equipment.
Glad to see Native White here in full form. We kind of talked about back the last time we saw them on land, they were competing with their coach in Traytron. And I will say, Traytron, he's a pretty good player. I've actually had the chance to cue with him a few times. He definitely knows what he's doing, and he's definitely an in-game coach. However, Bone comes in with that firepower. I talked about him reuniting with Collect back at, I think it was We Love Anime, was their old team before getting signed by Sports Arena Red. So them coming back together and them having that firepower to compete can be great. Meanwhile, Complexity, at one time they had Collect.
Chat, is Nick's tournament that's happening solo queue?
By Native White. How do Complexity come back?
Are they doing it similar to that what that other tournament was doing?
Complexity going up against Native White. Looks like game number 1 is about to be on its way.
Yeah, about
Capture the flag, baby. Here we go.
We shall see how these teams go.
Yes.
When we decide to start this match.
Are we playing it?
Argyles, it's going to be a long
For the hell of it?
for the most part. In general, when we see some of these CTF games, it's going to give these teams a chance to get those 10 or 12 minutes into the game, get kind of fully warmed up, kind of, you know, shake their nerves here on the main stage. Sometimes those first couple minutes of the game can be a little unnerving, especially
Chat, also,
when tournament life is at
anybody
level.
tuning in, if you didn't hear it earlier today, we're going to be playing with Doc
Shopify versus G1.
next Wednesday
Started, and you can see
to check out the new season of Apex. Little disrespect action going on.
in front of us.
It's a rematch of the winners bracket semifinals for the qualifier.
All right, here we go.
Tournament G1 were able to beat out Shopify Rebellion, but you know things tend to get a little
For that sniper out the rip, oh boy, lost it.
And I mean, if we talked about creative use of the Quantum Translocator, Ryanoob is going to definitely identify unique ways to use that equipment. We'll have to check in with him later as he was sent on over
The
towards
CTF action. So anybody tuning in, if you've never watched Halo before, I can tell you a little bit about CTF. Yeah, obviously it's capture the flag. They get flag from mid, get it to their side, boom, they score a point. One of the biggest things about capture the flag though is about kills and about getting kills chained together at the same time so that they're all on the respawn timer, and then that's when they're able to like usually move the map and score. So one of the biggest things about CTF is not just simply go grab the flag and bring it in. These teams are trying to end up like time their kills out so that they get like 2 players, 3 players down at once, and they have a huge man advantage, and that's when they'll really start trying to move the flag and actually score. So even though it's about capturing the flag, big portion of this is really like timing their kills up properly, and so that they get that man advantage, almost like hockey. You got like a man advantage in hockey, that's when you try to go for like the score, you know what I mean?
Guessing. They're trying to find him over toward the top side of the map, but finally he reveals his positioning. Body shot onto one, turns into an assist. Now he takes height immediately. You got the sniper and the translocator. It's going to be huge for Mental.
Very smart play, placing the vent. However, if you want to use that utility to the best of its ability, go on, move out. You don't have much to risk, and that's exactly what Mental's going to do. Moves out the way towards the vent.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Oh my god.
Damage was going to teleport back, but
Oh
not
my
going to
god.
have that opportunity. Headshot coming in and shutting Mental down.
They don't call him precision for nothing. That sniper shot came so quickly, Mental didn't have a chance to portal back. Now we're on the screen with Precision.
Oh man, Precision taking the damn heads off.
That sniper just barely missing out on the shot onto Mental, literally coming right off the spawn, but doing a great job of playing his life. And he even has a teammate that's about to work a 1-2 combo with them, but didn't expect that right there.
So you see like 3 down right there.
Repulse off to trade out
On
once again, we're in a kill
Rebellion, dude.
We have yet to see really one of these teams get full on control. They've been doing such a great job either playing defense, either taking over one of the sides of the map just to not allow a full setup and a flagpole.
Mental sitting up high here in the vents. Couple of shots onto one, gets the melee on the swish. That's gonna open up the map just a little bit here for Mental. Even the flank onto Suspector, but eventually 3 down goes Shopify Rebellion. Momentary 2v1 and G1 are starting to spawn first.
All right, and here is the opportunity that G1 have been looking for. They finally broken through the defenses. They're finally within flagpole range, but they have to get this crucial last round of slaying.
Sniper in the hands of precision. Chasing down that play over to the backside and the kill.
Oh my god. Almost. Seems like that. Seems like
Flag.
precision.
Grab, shut down. We are gonna hop back on over towards the main stage to see how.
Wait, what the hell?
We're gonna take on complexity. If you
Oh,
want
I guess they just like tuned into the middle of that?
check out the
That was kind of wild.
as you saw over there in the graphic.
Lil Killy, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Free is you the man too, dude. Yeah, well, I guess that they hopped over. So, like, they have 2 stages going. So there's like 2 games going at once, and I guess that they hopped over, and we're showing that right in the middle.
I like
Is what happened.
However, that last
And then they
match
swapped
was
back once they were ready here. I don't know.
We're only a few minutes away from seeing that one resolving. Could we check that out for just a moment? So we're gonna hop
Yeah, here we
right
go.
back in with Collect. Actually, we're going right into our match. We see Collect and Squad getting a quick grapple in on that Quantum Translocator. I don't think we've seen anyone do that fast. That was the first 15 seconds. He perfectly did that while in motion.
That's my starting strat. He stole that from me. I do that all the time. And Collect showing us how good he is with that grapple, and now going to show us even better movement, portaling right back once he's one shot, and then having the confidence to inch forward. He wants to get back into the action. And as of right now, it looks like Complexity, they're guessing where he's coming from.
Yeah, and I like that play. It seems like Vent seems to be the main or safe choice from these players as soon as they get a translocator. They just want to place it on a safe, high location that as soon as they get back down, they can be a factor all across the map.
The last thing you want to do is die with that translocator.
Hey, to me, looking like Native had a really good control of the middle right there, and then just ended up getting kill after kill, but
make sure you use it so it doesn't get used against you.
Collect kind of caught in a difficult spot there, wanting to still be
2 down on Native.
in the center of the map, but also
See maybe if Complexity tries to take advantage of that right now.
kind of track down. When you're that last flanker, you need to either commit and be doing some distraction or doing some damage, and he kind of didn't fill either of those categories enough.
You know, I've been talking about collecting tapping buttons on the side of Native White, but I almost got to tell you about my boy Carmea, and man, was he showing off against FaZe early yesterday. He really was throwing up bombs, and now we have him on screen. You're talking about his flanking.
Ooh, the trade.
Trades out his life there.
Yeah, I can't say enough about how impressed I was from Carmea yesterday, from his individual shots, from a lot of his flanks. I think the only critique I had was a few different decisions being made. And let's be real, we're sitting here with a luxurious position, Tony, where we can see the outside view. We're not going to worry about
Another trade, dude.
shots, all these sort of
That's
things. So
wild.
it's very easy for us to critique and say, oh, they should have done X, Y, or Z. Like
My man rocking the pistol, dude.
phenomenal. So super impressive. We're going to see if he's going to put up those big numbers here against Native White while their team's backs are against the wall here in elimination round 1.
You know, oftentimes I'll be watching these guys play, and I'm like, I could do that. I could shoot like that. Then I get on the sticks, like, whoa, I can't walk the walks. Let me just talk the talk real quick. Meanwhile,
My man. So everybody says, Hutch, that you start watching some Apex, you watching some street, like, bro, I can do this.
I like that.
I can get on here and do this. You load it up and just.
Just a little bit more around the corner instead of just being all the way.
Oh, they're moving it.
So you can't get
They're
shot
moving
from
it.
The opposite vent. Just giving one less angle to your.
It's Native White. They got the flag finally off of there.
Objective officially coming out of complexity. It looks like Yoke expected his
Double
teammate
kill.
to get those kills while he pulls that flag, and now King.
Now this is looking like a spot where Complexity might be able to start moving it.
Opens things up just a little bit. Body shot onto one. Can't quite find the finish, but it looks like his teammates do.
Yeah, teammates got the help. Now King Nick.
They got another 2 down.
They only have 2 down. I'm wondering when he's going to push on up, and the call has been made. He hears that somebody's slipping by, gets the finish on tapping buttons, and his team is...
Look at this. Look at them all moving in. Look at them all moving in. They got into position. They kept getting those kills. They pulled the flag.
King Nick not able to stay alive.
Hey, actually, maybe they took him out right on the flag side.
Maya being left alone.
from my perspective, it seems like both these teams have pretty good defense. In fact, we haven't seen some big flag movements yet.
Difficult. I mean, they had.
I'll be watching Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz tonight. Yeah, I'll be watching some of it.
One round of slaying there from Native White on the defensive end. Gets themselves out of that spawn trap, and now Mickwin has sniper in his hands. We know what he can do with this weapon.
Been one of the most exciting snipers in Halo's history. Feels good to see that S7 back in the hands of Mickwin. Gonna put down that damage with the BR. Opens things up for grab that QT. Now, Mickwin gets
yeah, taking him out here. Oh, you might get another. You might get another.
Doesn't want to dive in.
Oh, he does too.
Portals at the exact same time.
Yeah, very smart play, realizing help was likely on the way. Interesting that Mickwin, compared to Tusk, had his quantum translocator just out in the open at vent. Clearly not punished for it, but just seeing those small little differences, we'll see how that tends to, how players tend to use that as they get more comfortable with this equipment.
QT just barely running out. Another individual battle. You see the confidence with Mickwin's shot. He's willing to challenge everyone on the map here, including his former teammate in Gilkey.
Sorry, it's capture the flags like the maybe like the soccer of Halo. Oh, dude, they got 3 down right here. Complexity's got 3 down, but it's only 2 on Native.
Playing well, but like I said, it's been trading out a lot of kills back and forth. I wonder if they're gonna opt to go for a more chaotic flagpole.
Seems like so seems like to me what I'm looking at. They try to get like close up to their spawn, hold these spots that are like very close, get some kills from there, and then after they get enough kills, that's when they're like, okay, let's pull flag. So they're like slowly, they're getting kills, and each team is like slowly moving its way up. And then once they get to a certain point, they're trying to farm those final few kills right there. Boom, once they get those down, pull flag.
Yeah, 3 dead, good shit.
3 down. I'm surprised. Yeah, they got 3 down, start playing aggressive.
He's all long, Gilk. He's weak, Chat to you.
They're hunting that final guy.
They have snipe, guys.
See, so now
Where's their sniper?
Back flag.
they've moved them all the way back.
One hit the back flag sniping.
Get a pull.
Watch out their PCs, He's in the corner, he's in the deep corner. We didn't kill it. Nice, we didn't kill it. Was their PCs? He's still there in the corner. They flag one guy. I'm gonna get 2 seconds so you can live. I got shit, Nick.
The main card starts at 4:30 a.m. and I am nuts, dude.
He can't push you. I'm watching you. I got sniped from their back left. Their back left sniping. He lifted. Their grapple sniping. He has a grapple going.
Listen to complexity there for that.
Oh, shit.
And we just heard a little bit of chaos. They kept talking about which vent they're getting under control, whose back they have. You see how we heard that coordination, especially from Gilkey at the end, over at that.
It's a Mossy. Yeah, defense is on point. Well, it seems like each one of the, basically, from what I'm seeing, right, and I'm definitely no Halo expert, but what I'm seeing, it seems like each team is like getting all the way up to the point where they get right next to the other team's base, and then the other team kills them and pushes them all the way back, and they're just doing this back and forth.
Get those kills and then move to that next step.
Like they haven't been able to get up next to the base, and then kill them, and then pull flag.
I did hear that I liked that complexity listening was the fact that they were giving each other positive reinforcement. You heard that once they got that entry kill, you heard somebody come in, good stuff, Nick, and I love that. I love hyping up your teammates, especially when they make a good play. It makes them feel good, and it really gets you energized a bit. So that's one thing I do like out of complexity. One thing I like about Bohm is that he's staying alive. Meanwhile, Native White have 3 players up, and they're looking to get aggressive here. Another one falls. For complexity, you have 1 more player up right above your Bone. Be careful, don't let him get the flank on you.
Overall, nice push from Bohm. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of these players push over to front of the base and then just go into basement where they're essentially isolated if they don't have a teammate right there with them. So Bohm just being this nuisance, ideally drawing down players from complexity down to the bottom of their base, wondering where he's at.
My man got animated on that one, man.
I prefer that route rather than just going straight into basement, like we've seen from a couple of their pushes previously from Collect and Karmea.
And as right now, it's Karmea and King Nick that have really
and the sneaky pull. Bro, good luck. God, that's
for 29 kills.
They got their bases on lock.
Between the two of them, as another one pops up on the board, you see Karmea. He has King Nick with an elbow's length. They're gonna cover each other's back here. Collect is in that basement. He needs to be cleared out. Meanwhile, there is a flag being pulled.
Oh, man.
Arma realizing that Collect is one of the biggest threats here. If they can clear that player out, they're going to be in strong position. But this is, oh, that was a grapple all the way around. Huh?
Oh, dude, the pick, though, huh?
Out there by Carmea to, or sorry, by
But then Collect went down. So Collect was in their base.
They had two different members.
I think he's a dude they're trying to get a flagpole with, you know? Maybe that's more their strat. They like play three at base, one person for flag, try to get picks. And when they get picks, their guy playing at their base obviously pulls the flag right then.
Complexity are trying to push forward. They're trying to capitalize on that
Oh.
flagpole, but Collect is being a nuisance
Oh.
on their side. But once again,
Traded out.
team's going 3 down, a momentary 1v1. Looks like Native White are the first ones to get on the map, but Tusk, he has that forward position. Nade coming out, do no damage whatsoever. A denial grenade right back in, but now you have 2 players that are focused in on Tusk at the moment.
Tusk getting up close and personal with 2 members there. Looks like Carmea has his help. Mickwin picking up a kill as well, but feels like we are seeing even kills across the board. Actually, no, make that one more down. And that is just going to be clearing out their base for Native White. So we're going to have to see if they can do anything with this quantum translocator, or if we're just going to go back to even slaying again. I mean, it's really tough when you have teams this evenly matched in firepower. At any point in time, once you get a round of slaying, they're going even in kills. The other team really can't grab that flag. Oh, he almost jumped off the map to grab that, which would have been kind of sick.
3 down to Complexity. Native White get the kills, get the advantage to get that quantum translocator, and then get the advantage.
What are you seeing here?
To pull the
Because you used to actually play like more closer to like competitive in Halo. When it comes to like, I guess they just finally got a flagpole.
This map is just so big. Deadly corner over toward the pistol.
So hard to get 4 down.
Like the same time.
Is that what they're trying? So they, like you want to get 4 down before you actually try to pull?
You need to get 4 down, but they're kind of set up across the map.
Almost home, but Mickwin and tapping buttons, the only 2 alive. They have
Right.
to kill here. Gilkey pushing in towards the elbow.
Much bigger map than normal.
What was like the typical strat
Counterpull and
in
start
CTF?
across the map. That flag just slow and steady, but it's anything but easy getting across the map. Complexity, we're not letting that one go.
But great objective defense coming out of Complexity, and there was a counter pull as we're seeing Collect immediately move up off of spawn, go in for the return, and not a single player of Complexity is in that position. So return comes in, courtesy of Collect. His teammates do end up going 3 down, and with 30 seconds left,
I don't know.
White better be careful.
Yeah, at this point,
The hell's gonna happen here?
They're in a position to be able to pull
Is it OT? You just have to touch the flag?
Looks like they're just gonna wait for any kills and see if anyone
Still first one to cap?
And
What if no one
also,
caps?
Players we called out, and I would even say casters we called out before this match. It looks like King Nick topping the boards with kills, tapping buttons, #1 on Native White as far as kills. And I mean, from my end, I don't think I've said anything wrong yet, but you know, I could be wrong. The community thinks I'm just gonna say everything wrong during this cast.
Hey, there's no time. Carmea does grapple in to get that pull to at least force the sudden death. The Complexity not having the numbers in order to play through that. So it looks like we will have a tie.
There it is.
Into that
It's a tie.
Here on Argyle. You talked about it before. Argyle it's a tough map to try to move that flag across. It takes some time, and as of right now, we're gonna put 5 minutes.
I wonder if it goes to like.
5 minutes on the clock. 1 cap is all it's gonna take here.
Yeah, so it's 1 cap. I mean, they didn't even cap once in the game before this. So like, what? I wonder what happens if they don't cap in this.
Complexity roster. I'm guessing it's Tusk. Nope, looks like it's King Nick. Or Gilk, #3.
That old school battle here, McWin versus Gilky with the sniper. But where did Collect come from? Nobody able to account for him. Gets the back onto sniper. So now you have 2 members of Native White with the sniper in hands, and you know McWin can go off at any given second to shut him down. But it's still Native White that have a momentary advantage. That's until Carmea gets a double kill. Collect shutting things down with that
Lone Star.
sniper.
Yeah, it is kind of like.
Yeah, both elbows and snipes just.
It is a smaller map, huh?
Pretty
damn tiny.
left side of the map, the other team's winning on the right side of the map. It just feels like so many separate battles. So many things have to go right in order to get full control and full setup here. So Collect's gonna see what he can do. He has
Compared to like some of the shit that
snipe, so
we used to play,
really
like back in Halo 3.
Gets the buy shop on Carmea, nobody in position.
It's like you had like 2 down and they pulled flag. You were like, you couldn't catch them. They pulled flag and just run. There was no way you're getting a.
You see that 5 acceleration come into work. He's able to slip and slide all over the place, and because
The sniper has no AA. I don't know. Is that the
so
case?
much damage onto the map, takes down his former teammate in Gilkey. Another player goes in for the challenge, but he knows he has his teammate there to back him up. Sadly, tapping punch goes down. Collect finishes him off. Killing spree for him. Does he have the help? Oh, there's Bone.
Boom down under the base. Gets a nice angle from Collect, but nobody challenging just yet. Now, Bohm and Collect are the 2 most important members here for Native White. If either of them died, they're not going to be any factor in this next flagpole. Looks like Collect is dodging nades. Bohm fighting a separate battle in the back of the flag. Looks like Bohm's able to win his fight, and they now have Complexity.
Oh, here we go.
Stuck
Maybe it
over
happens.
At the elbow. Can they get these kills, and can they get this full?
2 members of Complexity coming off of spawn, and like you said, they were momentarily stuck.
Oh my god, he
like
actually
Collect ends up going
rated out
down.
one. Did a ton of damage there.
Yoki coming in with that sniper, that flag not pulled, but it was dangerous there. They were so close to getting that pull, and that
Tried to chuck the sniper off the map. He's like, nah, you ain't getting this.
Flag reset.
You ain't getting this.
We're back to even territory here. That was 2 down apiece for each squad.
And
it
it's
feels
Bellmain
like we're
going
back in
on.
the same neutral situation. Both teams vying for their vent control. Once they get that under control, deciding to move on over towards computer or getting the opposing team's elbow. But
I'm pretty sure that'd be more of a recent thing.
Have been incredibly successful.
I swear,
at defending.
when we
Even
played,
once the opposing team
like in Halo 3, Sniper had
towards
aim assist.
or anywhere near the flag, they're able to
You just glue onto people's
See
heads.
how
patient they are at the back of their own flags.
And with a huge double kill coming out of Gilkey that did momentarily put Native White
Great nade.
3 down, and now Complexity are continuing to pressure them off the spawn as Gilkey ends up getting it toward the basement. You heard Carmea get loud from the main stage as 2 back-to-back kills come out of Complexity. Flag is already on the move. I don't see anybody extended for Native White. In fact, it looks like one goes down. Gilkey
Oh my
gets
God.
the kill, goes in and moves this flag forward.
They might
It's
do
being
it.
relayed, and I'm not sure Native White can stop this.
Native White's tapping.
Holy crap, they did it.
Has a chance, and it looks like
Wow.
it's taken up by Carmea, and that's going to be
There it
going
is.
in and game
Complexity
one,
gets it.
Going into Complexity in a long,
Next up, we're gonna have a Slayer.
My gosh, eventually Complexity getting those kills. Yeah, and you know, once they did, you heard them getting loud. I heard them all the way over here from the main stage. When they knew they got that 2 down, they knew they were gonna pull that flag, and eventually Gilkey gets that final kill to relay that flag forward. But from there, nobody on Native White able to stop that one, and that must be devastating.
It really is, because the thing is, both these teams were executing relatively the same strategy throughout the time. They were
The
trying
big
to
team
push
battle
the
CTF
flag,
was crazy. Yeah,
those
dude. There's the
things weren't
battles was
lined up
crazy.
one after the other.
I just remember getting in a Banshee and just flying around nonstop.
Where Complexity were able to chain together the kills, the flagpole, and run it all the way back. And so it's not even
Sunny
like
King, what's up? Yes, sir.
It's almost like teams
Yes,
were just
sir.
getting the kills when they needed to. Taking a look at a few of these highlights, and Win just going on a sniper clinic early on.
Matthew, oh yeah, they got a solid setup here.
If there's one player I do want to give a shout out to, it's King Vic. I mean, even on the analyst desk, or the analyst couch, they were talking about, you know, King Vic not having the best performance yesterday. Today, apparently a different story, because him and Carmea, they were going off.
Here's the thing is, I've always been a
Black was going for it, huh?
the full story. I mean, when we looked over at their
26 kills.
King Nick putting up the most damage, along with securing the last 2 clutch kills.
All right, we got a Slayer here. I'm live fire. I've actually played this map. I've played Streets, Recharge, so it's live fire, Recharge, Streets, and Aquarius. The only map I didn't know was this RGL.
I don't think that's the bread and butter for either one of these teams. I'm not playing slow like that and methodical and trying to inch the flag.
Just wanted to welcome your youths to the Big 12. Looking forward to some good football. Oh, yeah, dude. That'll be sick, man.
That's where both of these teams
That'll be sick, bro.
shine. That's where they get to up the tempo and show how well they can manipulate the spawns. I think they're gonna have a much better time, both Native White and Complexity, here in Game 2 Live Fire.
This one is going to definitely speed up a bit more. As we saw in Argyle, teams are able to slow it down significantly by sitting in the back of the base once they're spawning, once they're on the back foot, taking their time. They can hide over in some
I think I've actually met a few of these guys. I think there was like one of the PUBG tournaments. I think there was a Halo tournament going on the like exact same time. It might have been at Gamescom. So I'm like looking at some of these. I'm like, I recognize a lot of these dudes.
Different locations. We're gonna have to see how these teams decide to play it once they have those advantages.
Yeah, I feel like when we talk about influencing the spawns, especially when it comes to Slayer on live fire, it starts with controlling that tower side, getting that elevation, then manipulating over toward the green side of the map. You can get your options limited there, but over toward that back 8 corner.
My man got the passion in his commentary.
Just right as Overshield and Sniper coming up, that's when you start to punish your opponents. That's when that 1-2 kill game blows out of the water, turns to a 5-6 kill game, and it continues to snowball from there. Live fire, one of my favorite maps that will play and commentate. And here we go, game 2.
Ooh,
right off the bat, Native White fills up.
On the cuts.
And they pulled a sniper as well.
Overshield popping up in just a little bit, and you know Collect and Native White are feeling pretty good.
Thought it was a chair stream? Nah.
Overextends a bit. Push over towards Dummy, trying to get
I know it's dark.
On towards the window and garage, and because of it,
Or the secret underground layer, all right?
Overshield in the hands of King Nick. Native White were poised perfectly to get that OS. They had the Shroud, they had the Sniper, and it felt like they took a little bit of an overstep.
Native White able to get away with the Sniper, and King Nick and Complexity able to get away with that Overshield. So what's going to win out? And look at that rotation. 3 players giving up the tower side from Native White, and now King Nick, he's here. He's like, I heard call-outs here a moment ago. Where did they go?
They decide to rotate all the way on through tunnel. They just said, hey, if one of us isn't up top, we're all not going up top. And so they relocate on over towards garage, getting green, getting sandbags, and fight a different battle. I think it's okay at times to give up top control and reposition.
Pretty even so far.
Objective has to be rotating back towards the top eventually. You just can't indefinitely hide down on lower parts of the map. You're going to get picked apart.
And sadly, that's exactly what happened. You tried to rotate away from the Overshield player. Tried to get
aggressive there.
But it's not going to work in your favor.
Seems like, did they got him in a spawn trap?
Hunt him down and get momentary control.
They like got him pinned back in that corner.
Game at the moment is tapping buttons. Drops him all the way down to the mid-map. Overshield is coming up. If Native White can clear out the seaside, maybe they can
Overshield
that Shroud,
is up right now.
The
They're both going for it. No.
Dive on it because players are going down left and right here. 2 down for Native White.
They're all playing for that.
Out for Collecto.
That's what ends up happening, huh? Like they just wait. They know the timers on the power weapons and all the overshields and everything, and they just start moving in for those.
Your team not knowing when you can pop back up to the top of the map. When are people going to have angles to punish across top center? When can you properly challenge towards that overshield? Looks like Native White had the perfect coordination in order to make that happen. So kudos to them for being able to
I wish I had the passion for something like this guy has for Halo.
And when
yeah, you gotta love it, huh? You gotta love it.
Killing spree being earned by Collect. We saw him have control of both the Sniper and the Overshield, and that's what happens when you control the resources on the map. It only translates to now a 1-kill game once again. Back and forth fight, 16-13 now. Native White get those clutch kills out of nowhere, and now Complexity, they're a bit staggered. Another power weapon is coming up. This time it's the S7 Sniper. Tusk trades out his life there, but who's grabbing the Sniper?
We got it in the hands of Collect again. Last time I was a little critical, saying a bit of
Native White's gone up.
Dummies.
That I guess only 3 kills at this point, but
safely
back they're starting to get ahead, man.
Tower. This is a spot where his team can set up perfectly, but he needs a little bit more help. 2 of his teammates are taken down. He's receiving so much pressure up here.
And eventually that pressure too much. Collect ends up going down. Tusk coming in out of nowhere, but Tapping Buttons ready. Gets himself a double kill. Tapping going off on the tower side. I told you, he's one of my favorite players to watch. 9 and 4, an assist to go along with it. Let's stay on board with him.
Tapping Buttons just hopping around perfectly. You saw Tusk already ready to target switch, assuming he got the finishing headshot on Tapping Buttons. But Tapping Buttons sticking with that fight and coming out ahead. That is
Overshield.
a change of pace.
There
right
it is.
Look at that. All because of that butterfly effect. jumping around, flapping his wings,
Yo,
living
what's
over
up, Brad?
and now being a beautiful butterfly with that gold.
Good man, brother.
And it was last time the Tapping Buds had to
Alabama Brad with the second month you're on.
Now we get to
Baby.
see how he does. He's
Back
already
elite,
an
baby.
entry fragger without
Appreciate
it.
you, brother.
Now with that double shield, gonna work on the tower side player. But man, Complexity being a nuisance, and the moment he's gonna back down and play his life, of course, it's Carmea that gives Complexity.
It's always the worst.
Yeah, still back.
When you melee.
Carmea able to pick off that OS, and we're kind of back to even grounds. I'm not sure.
Slightly too early.
Sniper. One thing that's a little odd here.
Not
Tony,
quite
is
enough damage to get
so
the
many
finish.
times We've seen snipers really dictate and control this game, but it feels like both these teams have been incredibly effective at.
Every time he says Native White, I keep hearing in my head Dana White. Dude, I honestly thought that at first they almost said Dana White. I thought that.
Only for Native White, but a big nade from Carmea to clear out the nest side. Once again,
Complexity's tightening up, man.
They do their best job of staying alive. They put down that damage, and they always
Ooh,
give themselves
look
the
at
advantage,
that.
and nobody accounted for Carmea.
My man had my
Easy
dude's
back
back,
for him as
literally.
He puts his knife on the board. The nade's gonna be returned to try to clear out the tower side, but Carmea, he's still alive and kicking.
Great call out here, and that a player was coming over near cuts, trying to bank those grenades perfectly, giving back up to his teammate Gilkey. Gilkey trying to stay alive, but pressure back and forth. That's gonna be 3 down, making all 4 down for Complexity. What are Native White gonna do this full control? They're gonna look for where their spawners are at, and they seem to know it's happening at green. They get a first spot.
Yeah, they
out
knew
in garage,
immediately
they actually
exactly where
punish
they're
it.
gonna spawn
It
at.
looks like a long fight going in garage, and Mikwin coming out ahead against Tusk.
From a squad wipe to the first kill, going for Native White, once again getting an advantage. I want to hop on board with the listening with the boys in blue. Let's go with the listening with Native White.
Hey, which I go pit.
I'm getting sniped. I'm getting sniped. Comms. Stop it.
Here we go.
Smarter, Austin.
I got sniped. I got sniped. I guess. Where? It's pit. He's smaller. Yeah. He's smaller behind you. No. Okay. I got sniped. I got sniped.
Yo, Austin, can I go green? Can I go green? Yes or no?
I think so.
All right, I'm green. I'm green right now.
Here.
I think so.
West on green side. Can we go top?
Yeah, there's a guy top tower.
We got shots on top tower.
Following you up, Austin.
Stand mud. It's back mud.
Yeah, nice.
They spotted me.
Okay,
They're just all looking at me. They're all looking at me.
Don't jump. I've got top tower.
Bottom tower.
Top tower.
I got bottom tower. Watch out, bottom tower. Didn't die.
There's 2. Top tower.
Oh, man.
Watch out, top tower. Dead. Shot. Man, boom. Shoot the same thing.
I'd be down to hear way more comms,
Good trade.
to be honest.
They're gonna have sight. They're gonna have sight. They're gonna have it. Okay. Does he wave up?
Like, I like the commentary, but at the same time, I think that they should bring in like the comms a little bit more.
I'm Victor, guys.
Coming.
Coming to you, Victor.
What is it?
Short. Nestbridge? I don't think he saw me.
We hit cuts. We're hitting cuts, guys.
I got through mud. Okay, no, I didn't. Tommy, I had to fucking cut my mic. Elbow.
Tired.
Just live.
Hand me an 8.
Looking at that listening from Native White.
Immediately, like, nope. Nope, pull back after the
As
F-bomb.
they're making those pushes, they got that full setup. They got control. They started to roll with their lead, but eventually shut down a bit. One real takeaway I had there during that listening was Bohm asking if he had permission to go green. That to me says a couple different things, saying, hey, can I go green? He's like, well, like, we should know what our strategy is. There either is some underlying piece in there as he's asking that to make saying, hey, do you have an angle to view for me? Or is this going to be the right move since it's a differentiation from our normal strategy?
Well, so far it seems to be working for Native White. But this
So how's Complexity bringing it back here?
Only a 3-kill
Down 3 kills.
And Overshield coming up.
They had the sniper, boom, taken out.
Shuts it down real quick. Gilkey coming in out
Overshield's coming up.
Able to clean up that kill, but 1 second left for Overshield. Boom, not
Playing
able
for
to
it.
steal it away, but Gilkey's still 1 shot, so he has to back down. That means Native White, they have Overshield.
Boom, getting away with that OS 6-kill lead. Just needs to charge out and find where players are at and do some damage. But looks like going to revert down towards the tunnel. Knows where someone's weak at. Gets the trade out on Gilkey. 49 to 44. Can't get the last kill. Not just yet.
Oh, you're looking at
It's down. Native White just needs one more, bro. It's looking like it's wrapped.
You gotta be careful. McWin obviously understands that. He's gonna slow the game down just a bit. Has tapping buttons with them. Over toward the mid side, you see Bohm just spawned up over towards A with all 4 players up. They can make something happen, but Collect, he's the first one to go down. McWin is gonna follow as well. So now you're talking about a 2-kill game. Complexity are very much in it.
2-kill game. Sniper coming up in 10. Native not in position for this, so we're gonna have to see what they decide to do. They decide to overload one part of the map and just isolate one.
Call Me Daddy is one of your favorite maps.
They get us. That's gonna be 50.
There it is.
Native White closes it out.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared there. When you have a 3-man push,
Trying to think, out of all the because we played a good amount of Halo Infinite when it first came out, first dropped for the first week or two.
They close it out. What were some of your keys to success?
I'd say
What did you see out of that?
I saw.
we see all the maps come up here.
Always did a good job.
I think Streets might have been my favorite. I kind of liked playing Streets.
Once they didn't have the position, once they didn't have the firepower, they also found a good way to flank through the tunnel, go on throughout Key Door, go out towards Garage, go out through different angles, and then they'd all come up across top
1-1.
together. Sometimes I felt like I would argue that
Lexi took the first one. Native White takes the second.
Expect them to, or times when they shouldn't because they have maybe a little bit more of an advantage. However, overall, it worked in their style. They were able to run away at times when they needed to, and then come back together.
Take a look at some of these damage stats. Oh my gosh. Tapping bun 17 and 9, 5,000 damage coming out of him. And one thing I loved about the crew is that I took a peek behind me. I wanted to see what was going on in the comms, and I saw a lot of animated talk. It seemed like they were trying to just polish off a little bit. Maybe there's one mistake. They say, hey, look, if we didn't make that, that game wouldn't have been close. So I love the fact that you just come out with that tight win, big win indeed, but now you're also talking about what could we have done better to clean it up, because it's only going to be.
We got King of the Hill next.
Yeah, with it being that absolutely close. I mean, these two teams neck and neck. I mean, we saw it overtime, basically a 16-minute Argyle CTF, a 50.
I think it's King of the Hill,
they cannot
Oddball,
evenly match them.
and then the final one was another Slayer.
Highlights on screen, and this was a big fight here. I noticed Bone wanted to go early for that overshield, and I noticed that Gilkey was still one shot. Bone was able to snatch with overshield at the first one, but then Gilkey backs down, stays alive. They still get overshield, and eventually it was that 3-man push that we saw that kind of scared me. Like I said, one grenade over towards Cut.
Yeah, here we go.
That one good
King of the Hill on recharge.
Your whole push down, but
We had some fun. I remember when we first played this the first week in Halo Infinite. It was like Crafty and Tanner and me, and we got a couple other people in there. And I remember playing Recharge Oddball, and that was a ton of fun.
No real time taken against them. Recharge King of the Hill is going to be quite a bit different, as these teams are not going to hesitate to jump in the hill once they have that advantage. Or we're going to see potentially after they get a hill advantage, are they just going to sit outside on the outskirts and slay away?
I'm going to guess.
Slay out and zone out on Recharge, but
Oh, wait, this is in a C stream?
here on Recharge is Cloud9 Native Red. Let's get a little sneak
Oh,
peek of
Cloud9
what we're gonna
Native
get
Red
into
playing, huh?
in our featured matchup.
That's right. They are also going into game number 3 here. Recharge King of the Hill. You see Manny from Native Red jumping in the hill. They have about 60% of it done thus far, and no need to overcommit. Once they feel some pressure, once they have too many players on their team getting shot at, just sit on the outside, get around to Slane, and then grab the time when it's necessary.
Love the fact that we brought this back up on screen, because we talked about complexity and their run and from open bracket into getting top 8. Well, Cloud9 made a similar run out of open bracket and ended up getting top 6. The last time we saw them on land was at Arlington, and also Native Red, when they got that top 4 finish over towards a DreamHack, who was on their side? It was Bone that was filling in.
That's right. A lot of these players can be those elements to success. Now, are they the perfect combination that they need for each of these rosters? That's what a lot of these teams are figuring out, because as they make these certain changes,
Oh man, freaking the Jiggle Peaks.
but once you have those teams play together, you can see, are they really clicking? Are they a cohesive match? Is there going to be internal dramas? What is going on with each of these squads? And so that's going to be first hill, though, going in favor of Native Red. You see Suppress desperately trying to hold down
Oh
that
shit!
hydro
So
area. We also have Rami.
I think the Hill's different in this.
So both teams put their
Like,
stakes
it
in the
used to be
ground.
like whoever had the most time in it, and this is just whoever has the most time in it gets a point.
But that was really impressive by Native Red to take
Yo,
that
Grand Illusion, what's up, man?
presence over toward the tower
What's up, Crow?
and the Hydro side, but
You're still streaming?
keep it. Cloud9
Yeah, we done 2 today.
real quick, but there's 2 more.
We're doing a stream from the Halo event that's going on right now.
Does his best job trying to stay alive, but eventually goes down to Native Red. they take advantage.
Interesting.
Yeah, as soon as
You guys can see at the bottom.
They decide to take on over.
It's like each team is racking up like their time in the hill. Whoever has more or fills their bar, it looks like they get a point.
Over towards that flat hill. They can shoot it from afar, but they're not going to dip their toes into it. So right now they have to decide, are we going to go take over towards control, or are we taking the long route? It looks like Cloud9 says, we're going to do both. They send players over towards pipe. They send players over towards control, and now they are pitching in on the last two remaining members here from Native Red.
Cloud9 may have been able to clear out the Hydro side once again, but look at that progression that Native Red.
Hey, what up, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Man, bro, fucking, I've been watching you play Apex for a minute now.
Yeah?
You're a fucking killer.
Hey, thanks, man.
What up, bro?
Hey, I appreciate it. What was your name?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice to meet you,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Keep
bro.
up that content,
Hey,
bro.
we'll do, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
A much better job
There you go.
than Cloud9 of holding this back Hydro throughout the majority of this hill. Even though you see some time on the board for Cloud9,
Was that?
it's been Native Red who have consistently controlled that lower tone, controlled Hydro.
Sounds pretty good to me,
rotated
but
away
we might.
from the nuisance.
It
Broken
I'm probably gonna do like another like
as far as
matches. Can we just go grab it afterwards? Is that cool? I appreciate it, but
pick and choose their battles.
okay, awesome. Thank you.
How Suppressed was able to get away with that camo. You saw he was
Yeah, match. We'll probably do like another like few matches here,
Suppressed able to get away with camouflage. Now he's doing his best job staying alive.
and then call it.
Taking down 7-5. Now goes into another fight. Player down to one shot. Can't quite find the kill. Native Red take advantage, but why don't we hop on board with our featured match? We'll keep you updated on this one as it goes on.
Yeah, you can check out the rest of that match over on the C stream, but we're here on the main stage. We got ourselves a tie series, Complexity versus Native White. They're gonna
we'll finish out Complexity versus Native here.
You're gonna see those first couple of hills like we saw a preview.
We got a little
side station.
exactly. We got a little preview of the King of the Hill.
And one thing I'm excited to see about King of the Hill on Recharge was the last time we saw Complexity on King of the Hill, at least on the mainstream, was against FaZe. And remember, it was just a one-cap game. It ended up being 2-1 in favor of FaZe, but we kept talking and kept highlighting about how much Complexity were fighting and clawing the way into it, making it so hard for the ultra-aggressive FaZe clan.
Yeah, one thing that's really scary, like we said, that series against FaZe overall was really close when we take it moment by moment. And I think there were some very visible errors or even just stat line differences from some of these other complexities. So if they can
here we go.
adjustments here today, they're going to fare very well. They can make a deep, deep run here. But you can't look too far ahead because right in front of you, you have a solid lineup here in the form of Native White. Both these squads fighting for their tournament life here today.
What is this item that they're looking at right there, chat?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye out.
Is that the grapple? Like what are these two items that they just looked at there? Anybody know?
You saw just on screen. They hit their shots, but they also stay alive, which makes them so effective on the map. You know what's good with the shock rifle? What's happening? One of the best shock rifle players in the game.
Look at that. One call out earlier that came about was
pushed hard and took out 3 of Complexity. He still got 3 down. Look at this shit.
9-8 KD. In game number 2, leading his team with a 2.0 KD on Live Fire Slayer, just stepping up when his team needs him the most.
Yeah, a lot of us in North America, we might have been sleeping on Tap and Punch. He spent some time in NA, then went back and competed over toward the Latin American division, gets snatched up by Native White, and he's been killing it in North America as well. Meanwhile, we switch gears over towards Carmea of Complexity.
Sean, are you all right, bro?
A little bit of a break in the action, so that gives me the opportunity to break out, grab the repulse, every piece of utility being so important. But while that happens, McWin takes down Gilkey, nades are starting to fly, and now we see Complexity fighting for their life over toward the Hydro.
Knocked him back.
Grabs that equipment, turns into a kill. Sometimes going all the way out towards that plat to grab the repulse, I think it's worthwhile if you're gaining shields back or if your team is not in position to make a push. But sometimes if you go for that equipment while your team is fighting the balance center, you're kind of leaving them out to dry for another 7 seconds. It's almost like you're not a factor in that play, and then you're coming in to clean things up.
And we know how important that Charlie side control is in ultimately controlling this hill. They want to force you spawning over toward the A side, and eventually that's exactly what happens. But Native White, they're not able to keep onto that control. In fact, they go
dude,
three
look at that.
down.
3 down.
Tusk is able to deal with that final player. Bone might have spawned up and got onto the map, but that was a momentary 4 down.
Yeah, and it felt like, at least looking from
Flexi's probably going to take it off of that.
That Native White members
Ooh, what's up, man?
on hard corners instead of being all fighting in the center of the map. There are times that call for your team to hold your own angle, worry about yourself, but when you have that hill, you need to be out in the open a bit more, supporting your hill person, not leaving them out to dry. That's going to be first hill going in favor of Complexity, and it looks like they have the weapons and position as
They all play on control yet.
Native White did a great job of breaking that C.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, I don't know if it's a requirement, but I don't think you'd ever see anybody not playing on the roller, bro.
It has the most dangerous combination of Halo Infinite, Shock Rifle,
Come on, man.
and Camouflage. I told you to watch out for him as he takes down one. It looks like Tapping Buds refused to go down as easy, but Carmea, he has the camo. He's just going to stay alive.
Yeah, and you look at Native White,
All
they're
these nades
not
going out.
comfortable just yet until they can deal with Carmea, and he's been doing a great job. Sometimes staying alive just with that camo or that flank is enough of a distraction to help your teammates clean up those kills. Now it's King Nick.
Lexi's looking pretty solid on this one so far.
Win and tapping buttons.
Got a
pushing
3-man
in,
push.
Trying to make their presence known here on the C Hill, but the damage has been done. Over 60% of that hill is gone in favor of Complexity.
But here come Native Whites, and
Oh!
snatches up that shocking.
My man
Turns
McWin.
it into a double kill. Hydro side control once again in the hands of Native White. Now McWin gonna use this head glitch to try to create a bit of an angle and also buying time for the rest of Native White to push up and get into position.
Oh, look at this,
And
2 of
look
them
at
from
this.
below.
They knew Carmea was over near the hill. Somehow Tusk and Carmea
Damn.
both go through tunnel, get the damage done, and take over Hydro. They now have control of this hill again, so even when Native White break through the setup at control and get Hydro, Carmea and Complexity.
Darouge?
They flank
I don't know, have they not?
They've just played this perfectly. Complexity about to put point number 2 on the board.
I can't even fathom and how McWin was able to get those kills, get that shock rifle, get that head push in Hydro, and you get
Seems to me if
no time
Complexity,
shutting it down with not only a 2-0
actually, I'm trying to look at the timer. The timer's not moving right now, so maybe it doesn't move when they're on the hill.
Charge in both these squads pushing. I like this play from Tusk. He's given a bit more credit.
I think that's what it is, huh? If someone's on the hill, then the timer doesn't go down. I was about to say, like, only 3 minutes left there. You got 2 points. Good luck.
Camo, boom, coming
But-
up ahead in that battle against King Nick.
Looks like that's not the case.
Coming out ahead in that
Complexity.
They said you're always wrong with your prediction. That's what I'm saying, right? King Nick gave him that.
They're able to get a lot of the hill there.
Meanwhile, Carmea making sure that top A side is cleared out the moment his teammate needs his help. Drops down, is able to take down one. 3 down for Native White. That final player being so sneaky, doing everything he can to stay alive.
Coming back even on this hill.
Yeah, McWin buying time, just trying to stay alive for his teammates to come in, tapping pushes on in through the pit, gets control of elevator, so this is in control of Native White. They're in great shape. They should get 1 or 2 more kills, and here comes 2 members. That's Carmea and teammate pushing towards bomb
3
elevator.
down.
They're getting this full set.
Hey, look at how close Native is to getting this hill, man. Look at how close they are to getting this hill.
You know,
But
Native White just have to get
Complexity coming back.
step their toe inside that hill. Carmea's playing a high-risk, high-reward game as he has a far angle over at the splat.
Native White only needs a sliver worth of hill time, but because of that push and because of that control by Complexity, they steal yet another hill. It looks like Carmea eventually goes down, but like we say, the damage clearly has been done. McWin can't quite stay alive with that shock rifle, so it looks like it will change hands and then change right back.
Hey, sometimes when you risk, you get the reward. And Carmea feeling that he has
Darouge.
the opportunity to push on.
Yeah, I think that often happens in any game with comp, though. They've tried to limit down the maps.
Batteries. So it paid off there.
No, even like thinking about Apex, they only play comp on what World's Edge, Storm Point.
They could have killed the hill player.
That's pretty much it.
Gotten a hill in the favor of Native White.
And one thing that's really standing out to me about the struggles that Native White are going through right now, I talked about that duo coming back together, Boom and Collect, but now you're combined for what, 8 and 26 deaths. I love
I think they played a 4, so it could end.
Not enough and large
right here.
Complexity able to hold on to these setups. Nobody's taking them down. Nobody's accounting for Carmea as he gets yet another backsmash. And that shows you what that commando can do. Carmea's going off, and it looks
I think it's about to be over.
Just ended here.
And look at this cover.
Damn, dude.
The
Plexi is fucking
as soon as they
gold
have
on.
someone in the hill, they are not afraid
Oh
to
my
jump on
god,
challenge.
dude.
Carmea
Oh
let the
my
opposing
god,
team know
dude.
that he is on fire.
They got
and
momentum.
He is shooting hot. That
They just
is
went
a
off. They just went off on him right there.
dominating game there for Complexity to win Recharge King of the Hill.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited there, Dave. I'm bad.
Dude, when someone gets hyped, it's hard not to. I mean, that's what, you know, gets the blood pumping. It's one of those exciting things in Halo when you're able to turn around kills like that, when you're able to win clutch 1v1 battles.
And unlike you, I get my predictions right. I said watch out for Carmea. And who was the one making the plays? It was the young man you see on screen. And look, it's not even phasing him. He knows. You still have to put one more on the board in order to advance forward. So the time to celebrate is after you win the series, not just the game.
Yep, you notice them not standing up, talking across the stage just yet. They've been in those positions before, and they've seen direct lessons.
Valorant seems to have a healthy slate. Yeah, I guess like Valorant, like CS type stuff. Actually, even CS, doesn't CS only play like...
Native White on fire.
They only play a
right
few
now.
maps.
Taking a quick look at some of these highlights. Tusk and Crew just doing
Do they?
such a phenomenal job here. I feel like the Dagger had...
Didn't it used to be that like they played like just Dust and one other?
White to get 1 point on the board, have it be a 1-point game, and for that one to turn around in favor of Complexity had to just be draining.
Yeah, I feel like that elevator hill might have been like
All right.
the nail in the coffin, but I mean, from the
Complexity might end it in this next one. I think they got Oddball.
Get stolen from that second hill.
They got momentum going into this final game. I mean, they just rolled them right there at the end.
But then they don't get a single bit of
Rolled
second
'em.
within that hill. Yes, that third hill might have been the nail in the coffin, but it was all downhill. Pardon the pun. It was all downhill from that very first one where they just kept getting robbed opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, that one has to feel good for Complexity. You know that what you're doing is working. Just keep it up, do business as usual, and close out the series. Native White, they have to have a rally.
Yeah, Oddball on
now.
Streets.
Say,
Let's
what
go.
are you doing here next on Oddball Streets?
I think this is gonna be a solid one.
Piece of feedback.
I think Oddball is probably the most fun
objective player, like we saw in Hill there, and it feels like players are trying
game
to
mode to watch
They need
in like
to
a
be
tournament
fighting
setting.
across the top side of the map. Yes, it's okay.
There's like a whole
Don't
lot
play.
going on
Yes, it's
in
okay.
like
You
Slayer
have to
because there's like
live
so
and
many
fight
different
another
things that can be
game,
happening
but
once somebody
there
kills it
has
from
to
going
be
down.
those moments where they
Like
come
King of the
back,
Hill,
they fight,
Hill's
they
pretty
fight
good,
as a team.
but
They
I think
can
Oddball is
rely
probably the
on
most
their
fun because
stellar individual skill.
it's
to be a
all
squad
like the
like
action
Complexity.
around the
So
ball.
let's jump on with Carmea, the man who was playing so hot and so on fire this last game, decides to go straight for the ball.
I was gonna say, if you happen
Got
to be
rockets.
a fan of Native White or just a fan
Native
of
White got
Game
rockets
5,
right off the
you
rip,
have to
man.
know that Native White are 2-0 when it comes to oddball. And it shows
I'd
like
have to
they're
imagine
on the
that that's a
complexity.
huge
Maybe
thing
the
in
first
this.
one to get that ball over
You get
towards the
rockets,
A
I
side,
think you're just
there's nowhere to
dominating
get
the
that.
ball probably
Collect
until
now has
you
the
lose.
rockets in hand, and this is a full A side setup for Native White.
Look at this. We have one angle being really held there by tapping buttons.
It is,
out.
double kill.
2 rockets, 2 kills. They know the push is coming towards PD, but don't have the angles to collapse in there. So we are back to an even
But like
fight.
if you
We're
even
gonna
look
see
at this,
how
they already
many
dropped the
reinforcements
ball.
decide
They're just trying to play like D
Collect.
basically after
Why is
they
he
got
just
these
staying alive
points.
back tower? He cannot charge in and give up this life. He needs to stay alive. It looks like the help has been coming across the map. 3 down for Complexity. Collect going in towards PD. Has spotted the player behind the bar, and that's going to be
Gonna
ball
move in
and
the
a
ball.
full setup here for
They're
Native
gonna
White.
move in the ball. They want to play it in this back room.
Complexity doing his best job of staying alive over toward the A side. Complexity were never able to take space. Eventually, Native
White's got to bring it back here, man. They lose, it's over for them in this round. And I don't know if this is a loser's bracket. If it's a loser's bracket, it's the end of their tournament.
To 4-1 for Native White, and McQuinn comes with yet another one. He's
Pretty solid right here.
I got a Sentinel beat.
I like this play by McQuinn. Last time when
Damn
I was
charge
being
rifle.
a little critical, I was
Got
saying
a damn
he was
charge
C
rifle.
stairs while his teammate was over in the hill and not able to spot out more action. Right there, McQuinn went out, took up so much space, got towards the B Street and was able to help his team gain more.
You feel me
ground
on this
and
one,
more
chat? Like,
knowledge.
I feel like oddball.
41 point here for Native
Oddball is
White.
the
What
game
can
mode for
Complexity
Halo, man.
do to answer with their own setup?
Well, that big double kill might start things off with Carpea and Complexity ultimately. 10 points on the board so far, but you have 2 members of Native White chasing it out of the tire side. Collect, give you a little bit of a bad quote there. Also a little bit of a body disrespect. He's just trying to stay alive. He's doing everything he can to stay alive here. Meanwhile, Boom.
Hit him with that T.
Those rockets.
He should have hit him with it.
Figured out at least momentarily, but there's a player sneaking up over towards HCM, and you're seeing Complexity. They're trying to take a perimeter as well, but Boom shuts that down quickly.
Yeah, Boom using those rockets, making sure getting those free or easy kills. Decide to push on up. Finds Gilkey near the dumpster, but I don't know exactly where they want to get these kills and where they want to move this ball. Just feels like Team Slaying non-stop here in the center. Now Complexity have the numbers advantage. They're down by 35 points. Do they try to rotate this and get a full set of Tram? Looks like they're going towards Tram. How do Native White react to breaking this setup?
I feel this isn't the first time Complexity had the ball, but the first time they had the ball fresh off of a 3 down. Now you get to show what your defensive stance is like. But Boom takes down one of the most important players of that setup in King Nick.
I almost
recognize that he's gonna have to drop that ball. He's going to have to fight. A couple of pre-shots coming in. He has 2 players that hunt him down. A 1v2, not what Carmea wanted to see.
No, he wanted to clean up one of those kills, but I also respect.
So if they're holding the ball, timer isn't going down. So I almost wonder if
player who's weak that has cover, you
the game plan is rack up like enough points to get ahead and then just delay.
As much
if you just delayed, like you could just run the clock out. Beach Daddy, what's up, man? I'm at his Halo event that's going on right now. It is a loser's bracket, so yeah, if Complexity takes us right here, Native White is out. It's the end of their tournament.
In hands, tapping buttons, collect, starting to take space. King Nick, I don't know where he came from, but you're going back to where you came from. That's multiple going down once again for Complexity. Native White demand control once again.
What a great ball rotation there by Collect, just waiting that extra second on.
Also,
very vulnerable, and have his teammate Mikwin escort him into the Tram. Now I expect another play ball scenario here. Otherwise, Complexity gets set up in Tram. Did Collect get the play ball out? It looks like Complexity has the ball. I'm not sure.
Oh, did Complexity did get it back?
The ball did happen. Looks like Tusk is opting to rotate this one over towards the cafe. Tram seems like it's contested.
With that 3 down for Native White, it was looking good for Complexity until I look at the scoreboard, and it's at 84 to 30.
There it is.
And McQuinn starting to heat up a little bit, because the same way that Native White went 3 down is the same way that McQuinn and Native White put Complexity the same. And now Native White have.
I like this game. There's some cool strategy around this because it's like Native White's up already like 50 points or like of time. And so at this point, like if they just drop the ball and play off the timer, I'm pretty sure they win this. Even if they like pick it up and score a point.
May not have paid off in the situation, but they did the higher percentage play there. Now Tusk
They
got shut down with their last ball rotation. What can they do here? Are they going to try to force it towards Tram? But no, there's players over
At that point, you're still gonna be ahead.
To check that
But
angle first, and was not certain if it was
I can
clear.
see like kind of the strat behind this would be like once you get ahead of enough, you're really wanting to kill as much time as you possibly can at that point.
Good round of Slays could spell them the round. McWin quickly advances that ball forward while also chasing down the player, running the ball, getting a couple of shots in. That's called multitasking. I know you said you loved that.
John, have I ever watched the League playoffs? Yeah, usually I'll watch the Worlds.
With the ball here, they've been able to rotate it in the spots they need to. They've been getting some solid play balls, and then anytime Complexity's made a misstep, if they've rotated the ball in the wrong direction, if they poked out to see if an angle is clear, they punish that ball carrier immediately.
It feels like Native White have had too many opportunities to shut this game down. Like eventually, you gotta close it out. Complexity. We talked about how scrappy they are. They're clawing their way back into it.
Amazing.
Once again, Native White go 4 down. Complexity take control.
Look at that, dude.
They're gonna steal another objective round.
They might come back.
They have their chance right now.
Oh my God.
3v3 ball carrier in the tram. This is a strong step. They see stop players coming in from driveway, coming from stairs, and all these members of Native White have committed towards the bomb area. They know where the push is coming in. Do they have the defense? Can they hold strong? At this point, the 10-point difference does not even matter. It's all about who gets these kills.
Oh my God, dude. They're going to come back and take the round. Look at this. Look at this. They're about to do it. They're about to do it. 1 point. Wow, dude.
And what a clutch comeback there.
Holy crap.
There in that round number 1 of Oddball.
That was insane.
Play there by
This shit was insane. They came back and won this.
that match, the entire time we saw
Bro, they...
rotating.
Right, insane? Dude, that might take the wind out of their cells right there. It might be done.
They get one good set. They are unstoppable.
That might be done right there. That was crazy. They just came back here and won that.
They're saying, if we send all 4 players over to the back C side,
I was thinking Native White had it.
There's no way Carmelo
I didn't realize that the round ended once they scored. I thought it was like gonna be like it plays all the way till 3.
Oh wait. And then that's when the
And
battle
it
was
happens,
over.
and it happens. I mean, that's what happens sometimes during those desperate pushes. There are going to be times where if you don't have additional angles, you are going to be punished for that. So all these members from Native White, they didn't plan at the very beginning of that push to say, hey, we're all going to push from back of tram.
Damn, dude. I mean, look at them.
Look
Look at them right now.
No way to get towards
Look at them right now.
No one near stair side. No
Damn,
one
wind is not in those cells right now, sadly.
Support from there, and so that's where grenades are just going to be the most devastating, where you have many opponents coming and funneled through a small area.
And by the way, guys, I know that was a crazy round, but that was actually only round number 1. Both these teams are going to get a little bit of breather. We're going to get right back.
All right, so it's first to 2 in this.
But we do see another 2-1 series advantage.
Native Red and Cloud9 going at the same time.
Over Cloud9.
Yeah, we get a chance to check out both these Native gaming rosters here on the main stage. If you want to make sure you're not missing a moment of the action here between Native Red and Cloud9, you can tune into the C stream for when we are not covering this one. But as of right now, it looks like Native Red, they're up 2-1. They are about to tie up this ball game. And if they win this round, they are going on to the next round, and Cloud9 is eliminated.
Is this a loser's bracket as well? I think it is.
As Native Red take the lead, Cloud9 had a lot of control, but eventually Septify takes down Tal. Like, you see 3 members of Native Red that are just starting to move into position, and Septify, he might have the flank that shuts him down.
I like this play by Septify overall, just being incredibly efficient with his time, realizing he's not going to go flank all the way in through tram.
Loser's bracket as well, so
anything like that. Instead, was getting
it's kind of similar to the last one we were watching.
Secure kills.
If Native Red in this one ends up winning here, they're moving on. Cloud9 is out.
Agree with the playmaking and play decision of where he was.
But it's in the opposite bracket that we were just watching. Complexity. If they get one more win, Native White will be out.
With the double kill, Talon takes down 1. He knows that Nemesis is over towards the A side.
Happens in a few different esports. You got like one team, one esports org that's got 2 different teams in it. You know what I mean? Native, they got white and red.
Stop it short just a bit.
That happened in PUBG with like
but they know the
Genji, gold, and white and whatnot.
Rami, the only one
Kind
live.
of interesting.
That ball is tucked all the way in the back of Tram. They have one push and one push only to make
I think it's a little weird when one org has a couple different teams.
Can Rami get the stop? He gets the melee. Ball gets taken down by a grenade, but suppressed, grabbing that last second. And that's going to be Native Red winning the series 3-1 over.
Look at that. Look at that. Native Red takes them out.
Coming out of Native Red, like I said, big 3 wins by them. But we're going to hop into some more action. You guys don't like breaks. We're going to go into some more action. This time, Quadrant versus Bittersweet. Quadrant just narrowly missing out the win on Optic. Once again, Optic getting their revenge, sending Quadrant down into the elimination bracket. Quadrant had the opportunity to knock Bittersweet out.
Wow, what was that? Man, stuck him. Hit him bad.
Double kill with that. Quadrant is just doing
that was a crazy play.
Right, and even favor is on their side as they're going against Bittersweet here in game number 2. We don't know the score in game number 1, but we know that this is a best of 5.
SLG did a great job staying alive over toward the bottom mid side, snatches up that heat wave. He knows that Cherish is ahead, but didn't realize that there was a second.
ID to JC. What a play, huh?
Bittersweet will
What a
end up
play.
clearing him out. Major coming in left and right. Diagram not able to stay alive because Sika picks up off of that damage that SLG was able to create.
Yeah, and Quadrant still just keeping this 14 kill-ish lead throughout this game and not relenting on the pressure. Look at that, SLG picking off a snipe kill, Chick getting a kill of his own, Sika getting the melee on Piggy. 3 individual battles, 3 individual kills going for Quadrant.
Quadrant starting to take control here. 30-13 lead. One does end up going down over toward the tower side. That might alleviate some of that pressure in favor of Bittersweet, but Sika and Quadrant are still pushing up. Diagram takes down Chick. In fact, Diagram ends up getting a double kill. That will definitely slow down Quadrant. I think I spoke too soon.
Trying to slow him down, but as they overstep a little bit, getting a 1v1 or close range battle, Legend's gonna secure kills of his own. And they're just looking too strong here.
Insane Sicilian, yeah.
If they want to get something going, they need to secure this next OS. They need
Crazy thing about this is like you could be pro, you could have been playing like for a decade when it comes to games like Halo. You know what I mean? You just started when you were just like young and still be playing today.
When you're dealing with Quadrant putting you 2 down.
Crazy that you could have like so many hours in a game.
With that sniper,
These guys could have
but there's nothing they can do about it.
into like 20,000 hours in different battles across all of them.
Another 3 down, make it 4 by the time Cherish comes up.
Mossy, down on stream, bro.
Yeah, and look at this just movement all across the map. SLG was starting over towards top tower, runs over towards green, makes his way towards sandbags, just moving and being so active with that sniper. Not just allowing one engagement to decide who keeps the sniper and who doesn't. Always knowing where he has an escape route and where he has teammates backing him up.
I don't know how you like your steak, but I don't like mine bitter nor sweet. I'll tell you one thing, we about to see a steak-tacular coming up. A little bit of medium rare, a little bit of garlic butter on top. That's my kind of steak-tacular.
Damn.
I mean, it's looking that way right now. I mean, Quadrant, they have to be pleased with this game thus far, but you know
Quadrant's
they
dominated this one, dude.
They did so well in pool play, and they met a red-hot Optic in round number 1. I mean, can you imagine
Interesting.
winning your pool and then your reward is needing to play Optic?
Wow.
That is a rough start to a tournament, but Quadrant.
Okay, so they do like a round robin thing when they're pooled, they get seeded off of it, and then you go to bracket stage after that.
And they are ready to run through this elimination bracket.
Love the 360 kill coming in out of Cherish right there. Making
Quick shot, what's up, man?
Sides and even Diagram ripping out another double kill. But it feels like it's only a matter of time. There's only 25 for Bittersweet. Meanwhile, Quadrant only needs 6 more to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and Bittersweet at this point, they're just going to go through the motions, try to make sure that they're able to close this game out or do as best they can throughout this one. But their eyes have to be set on that game number 3, which is going to be Recharge King of the Hill, as we've seen in these other previous series. They're going to have to switch something up. I mean, we know that Quadrant are arguably, if not the best, Strongholds team in the league. However, how different is King of the Hill? They don't have the multiple objectives to pull these
strongest Stronghold team in the
Bittersweet into making more incorrect decisions. So Bittersweet, they're going to have one last chance here in.
Hey, this is kind of looking like it. What they're doing to this team, they're about to beat them by 20 damn kills. Damn.
Eventually, checking every last
Crazy.
bit of that overshield, and that sniper will deal the finishing blow.
Flick shot, yeah. Tagging on mobile on YouTube isn't the best yet. You gotta type out their entire name in order to tag them.
Not looking good, especially if you're trying to rally your team back and say, all right, look, let's pick up this next game. There's a big difference between losing a game, you know, 50 to 40-ish, and like feeling like you're in it and feeling like you're winning your 1v1 fights. Whereas in that live fire player, from the small glimpse that we saw there, it felt like Quadrant was winning almost
We're gonna have
single engagement. Sure, many of them they
I think the final complexity, or no.
Kill after kill going in favor of
We just see the remainder of this oddball round going on here.
We did see a little bit of action everywhere across that elimination bracket. By the way, winner advances forward. loser ends up going home. We will be coming back eventually to Native White going up against Complexity, who were up not only 2-1 in this series, but also 1-0 in these oddball rounds. It was Native White that had so much control, and they were the first ones to reach that 94 mark. They were like 94 to 33, but Complexity, they kept fighting and fighting, going all the way down to the wire, and then eventually Complexity, they steal that one away. But when we come back, we are going to end up switching these sides a little bit, make sure that we're on even playing ground, and Complexity still need just one more round.
Looks like they're about to jump into it right here. They're doing a little intro.
I felt
It's the little game intro going on.
if you're a Native White fan there during
That's for dinner tonight, a 40-ounce tomahawk steak.
Played it better. They outplayed
Maybe.
Complexity 80% of that game. It
About
just
to
came
see.
down to that last 20% where Complexity got a full setup.
All right, here we go.
We're gonna kick it off with the man who got triple kill to end last game. It's Carmea for Complexity. He held down the tram last time. He's holding down the tram at the beginning of this round. What can he do to help lead his team to a second round of oddball and potentially a 3-1 victory against Native White?
Yeah, I think Complexity are really happy they switched sides here because they love having that tower side control. Being able to be the first ones to grab a hold of that stalker is usually really good for your team. However, Native White picking up where they left off, at least in the early round of round 1, they put Complexity 3 down. They followed up with another 2 down, and here comes Collect.
Native White not shook from the end of that first round. Seeing how they brought the ball back towards Tram, where that game last ended, they want to try their own chance at a setup here. McWin.
Wait, Shed, did it?
All getting taken down. Now
Complexity came back and won the end of that last one, right?
Otherwise, he's given Complexity a gift
So they
inside the tram.
are up right here. If they get another one right here, it's over.
Mid-map, once again, Complexity going 3 down. Native White, they're coming in.
It almost seems like the colors got swapped up or something. Like I swear Complexity was red team before this.
You are fighting for your tournament life right now.
Native White off to the strong start.
They're fighting for their tournament life.
Specifically here, they need a few slays, and they can decide what to do.
What's up?
Looks like Boom's going to opt to bring this one over towards Neon. McWin trying to clear
So it's like
the
complete
path.
reset?
Tower. No longer can they go Neon and Cafe.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I didn't see that.
Looks like Complexity secures 2 kills, and
Someone
aren't
cheated.
satisfied. They're pushing towards Tram, trying to get control of that secure location.
Double push.
Yes, Complexity won. The colors did switch. Score is at top.
That subway side, and they take back control. It's a 22-7 deficit.
Yeah, that's like the score overall, but what I'm talking about is like, I swear Complexity like won out at the end of that last round, but maybe something happened, so they've completely reset this game. That would make a lot of sense why they swapped over to the other game.
Does not connect, and somehow Native White are still able to break through these defensive lines and make a push in towards Tram. But the work is not done yet. Tapping buttons trying to fight, ends up trading kill after kill here. I don't think either team is super comfortable here. I don't expect McWin to grab this just yet because we don't know if anyone's pushing from driveway. And there, it's been sniffed out. Driveway push is coming. McWin and crew are going to try holding the tram while they wait for teammates to come back.
Oh, damn, he did to him.
Anticipation
Did it to him.
When he blocks off that direct route from driveway to subway, does the damage to kill 1, eventually gets 2 assists. That means 3 down for Complexity, and nobody's able to stop a defensive hold coming out for Native White once again. A 40-15 lead. Tusk getting into position. It looks like the Bulldog is in the hands of Bowman. Native White. No wonder they're able to hold on to this.
The noise gate is set up perfectly.
Great plays there from
I've done this a time or two, I guess.
I was impressed by them knowing when they can juggle that objective and grab some time versus needing to drop and slay. And it looks like
I've done this a time or two.
Tram. We're playing a tram ball game here, Tony. We're not seeing ball rotating anywhere else as every single second has been secured on this half of the map.
Nice lead come out of Native White, but Complexity momentarily had the subway side. They're gonna have to play that ball. Tusk goes into battle, does damage, comes back around, catches an off angle over towards Hype, but King Nick ends up getting obliterated. So does he. Collect with the double.
Flick shot.
Once again.
Collected McWin escaping with a
All right, Native White's actually looking like they might go up the first point here in this game.
Shroud over towards Planners. Those small little escapes are the difference makers. That's what's allowing Native White to have control of Tram. That's allowing Native White to have control of Tram as well. If you're just going to hit a 4-shot when you're down in shield against Gilkey. Tusk trying to help clear this out, but
is he triple kill? He just did it to him.
now see Complexity.
He just did it to him, man.
They have a chance to get their.
They might get the ball back here.
For Tram, the ball has been here.
3 down on
the
that.
rest of this round. I would say a lot of these times
He's been dominating.
Slipping through and barely win a couple of games.
This is the losers bracket. Complexity's been doing pretty well. Parmea on Complexity's been doing very well, and
yeah, Collector's really starting to
Tusk
heat up
popped off there.
Tusk comes in with the rockets.
Seems like they've just been slightly ahead of Native in all these games.
Again, and now that lead is starting to get smaller and smaller. You see Tusk like a point guard sitting in between his 2 forwards, but it looks like McWin is the first one to go down. Native White, if they're going to break this setup, they need to be getting that
winners
first
brackets.
They need to be getting first damage.
I think they're going to probably let a lot of the losers bracket play before they go back to winners bracket.
This Tram setup
Got like 2 more winners brackets for the winner bracket finals.
Last round, we don't really see the push or pressure just yet. Boom tries to push with the Bulldog. 2 down. They know the push come from back Tram. Carmea gets the kill on Collect. Keeps controlling McWin, the last one. That's a threat here, tapping buttons and cruise.
Complexity's kind of going off right now.
Complexity gonna walk
Ever since they got this ball, it's kind of been going off right here.
After this push.
And that double kill by Carmea eventually puts Native White 4 down. Like you said, this is going to be 15 to 20 seconds worth of uncontested ball time. And Tusk is the first one with the kill.
Tusk maybe just winning the game right there by getting the kill on tapping buttons and boom. This is going to disallow Native White from having a full push on the ball here. King Nick and crew know how important this next push is. They decide to drop the ball, not scrap up time, just go for the kills.
Damn, Sentinel Beam seems insane. Look at my man, King Nick now with a triple.
Ball secured soon, and this game looks like it's going to go in favor of Complexity.
King Nick just shutting it down with the triple kill. Gilkey secures the rockets, and there is no chance that Native White are going to stop this ball. Just 5 more seconds, and
there it
Gilkey
is.
put an icing on the cake. McWin ends up going down. That's going to be it. Native White, they're going home.
There it is. So that did count, that first one.
Had some shaky moments out there.
And oh man. And they took the wind out of themselves, bro. They just started dominating. Like at the end of that King of the Hill, they got momentum and then just freaking destroyed them. Well, matches to watch for sure, for sure. All right, chat, yo, gotta do a nice little fun little stream here. That's gonna be the last one for me today. I'll be back tomorrow live in the morning before I head out to the event, the grand finals for this event tomorrow. Like I said, if you're in the Salt Lake area or you know anyone in the Salt Lake area, you should tell them about this event that's going on. Part of it, it's open to the public. They can come in, they can watch. They got a cool setup for anybody that's from the public. If you weren't able to get tickets for the event, still pretty sick. All the links are in the description down below. Different ways you can help support the channel, baby. Outside of that, man, awesome day. Appreciate you guys all being here, chilling, hanging with us, watching some Halo. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you have a good start to your weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys then, all right? Yo, appreciate you guys, everybody.
Not a close game was game number 3, King of the Hill recharge.
Got no outro scene, so I'm just gonna sign out right here. Everyone have a good rest of their day, all right? Yo, later. Peace.